All right, what is up? Welcome to the Spoiler Kings. My name's Tate Kramer, Brian the Grizzly, Brandman Brandon. What is up, everybody?
What's going on, guys?
It's been a crazy day, but you know what? It's been fun.
You're telling me.
Yeah. It's been crazy.
I was sitting there reading everything in chat. I was like, oh, man. When Brandon asked, who's Squirrel Girl? I was like, oh, yeah.
We put up, he said something in the Facebook group. So he goes, so I literally never heard of Squirrel Girl until now. It's a meme asking if Batman can beat Galactus, and Squirrel Girl name was brought up because I guess she saved the Earth from Galactus once. She's a goofy kind of character.
But she's like, isn't it like she like with like street level heroes, like, you know?
Oh yeah, well, she's an X-Men, but yeah, she's
like, I seen her with, I think I saw her in Luke Cage.
I think you're right.
Or like Luke Cage, like Jessica Jones, stuff like that. Like those street level type of heroes. I don't really remember her being, you know, with the big boys, but you know, I liked it. You know, Luke Cage.
She's a fun character.
Yeah, she's a little like a goofy kind of character, but it's like she's so goofy that like you kind of adore her a little bit. You know,
Marvel could get away with a show or potentially even a movie with her. I wouldn't rule it out.
No, I like what Brandon's saying right here. He said, "I'd love to see her in Disney Plus show."
A Disney Plus show would be probably ideal.
perfect. It would be perfect for her.
If Anna Kendrick were like 10 years younger, she'd be the obvious.
You just would love her just because.
Well,
B.
That's right. I love Anna Kendrick. Yeah.
Ooh,
Ooh.
you can't. Ooh,
She voices Squirrel Girl in the cartoon. There's a cartoon, a few cartoons, and she voices Squirrel Girl. She's from the AT&T commercials.
Yeah.
I forget what her name is.
Milana.
yeah, Milan.
I'm not even
Van Trump or something?
I'm not even going to attempt her last name.
Yeah.
But we all know.
Yeah. So she wants this. She said if this character ever goes live, she wants to play this character, and I'll be cool with it. I mean,
I wouldn't be care if she could say anything. I would just be looking the whole time. Like,
she's actually like a pretty good actor. Like she's
she's an improv, right? She started improving. I think she was at Second City. She's been improving for years. Yeah,
that I'm not sure. You know.
Exactly, Tony.
Tony.
Exactly.
There you go. Yeah, I think she played. She was dressed up at like a Comic-Con or something like that. But like that's the fan casting that everyone wants. That she wants. You know, she wants to play Squirrel Girl.
I would too. Me. Not
Yeah.
even about Squirrel Girl. That don't even matter.
Yeah. So
You had me at
I
hello.
don't know who that is.
Yeah, who the heck is that?
I don't know.
Yeah. All I know is, man. But it's hard to say that because everyone else throwing her all that shit, all that stuff at her. Everyone, just saying all those things to her, in those commercials. So it's like you don't want to say too much, but come on, man.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah. But Squirrel Girl's a cool character. And I would love to see was it Melania? How do you pronounce her name?
I think.
That's
Milana?
Milana. That's what I thought it was.
Yeah. But yeah, Squirrel Girl's she's a goof.
Van Trub. Yeah, Van Trub.
Van Trub or something like that,
Yeah,
right?
Milana
Yeah.
Van Trub.
But yeah, Squirrel. I mean, she's cool. Where's that one I saw? Who goes right here? He goes, I have the Infinity Gauntlet, and then Cap is like, we have a Squirrel Girl. So
Hey, I agree with everything that's been said about everybody on the stream. I'm just saying.
yeah. Oh, is that what that is? Travis said she played Squirrel Girl in a unaired pilot for New Warriors. Is that what that's from then?
Oh.
Is that what that picture's from? Is this? Where'd it go? I saw. Oh, right here. Was that from that then? This middle one or these two maybe?
No, I mean I think it's the one on the far end.
Yeah. Yeah, because that looks more like a Comic-Con kind of one. Ah, I did not know they did an unaired version. You know how many like unaired pilots there are just for TV in general?
I mean, because you make a pilot all the time.
Yeah,
It's Warriors. Yeah, this was.
that must be from where this is from. Then he must be one of the other characters, and then that's
Was
her.
it a live action? It doesn't have to be a pilot that has to be live action.
Well, there you
right?
go. Yeah, it goes the cast of Marvel's New Warriors. So you had all these people right here.
I forgot
Mr.
all about
Immortal.
that show. Yeah.
Speedball sounds like a drug. Microbe.
Sure does.
Yeah, right.
Doesn't that sound very much like something you'll see on like, was it what's that one? It'd be like on the Boys or something like that, like Prime.
What, like something
New
like this?
Warriors, yeah, New Warriors,
Warriors? That sounds more like a Hulu kind of the Cloak and
Yeah.
Dagger style.
Cloak and Dagger.
Yeah, Cloak
Yeah.
and Dagger, Runaways.
Runaway was pretty good.
I actually like Runaways.
Yeah. Almost got Night Thrasher, the skateboarding vigilante on screen. Jeez. New Warriors, a pilot produced in 2018. Oh, that's not even that long ago. That was canceled during the merger with Disney.
That makes sense. Okay, makes sense.
Yeah. Disney dropped New Warriors faster than dope in the boiling pot. I didn't even know that was a thing. New Warriors live action in the vein of Runaways Legion. There you go, Cloak and Dagger.
Cloak and Dagger.
Yeah,
Okay.
it would have been that style. Cloak and Dagger was okay. I didn't hate it. I thought I liked Runaways a little bit better.
I just thought it could have did better. Cloak and Dagger, the story could have been good and it was just okay.
Yeah, it took a while to kind of gain traction for me, but I really liked them. I liked Runaways. I really liked Legion. I thought Legion was great and trippy, and Dan Stevens is such an underrated actor. He deserves more roles. You know,
that last season though, that last season was just chaos. That last season 3, I think it was just off the walls. Like, what the F is going on? And it fit the show perfectly, but I can see I see why a lot of people were like turned off by that third season. You know,
too much going on.
You know, because the character Legion is a fucking nut job. You know, like he's got is he crazy or does he actually have multiple personalities? You know, I mean, at least in the comic book, that's kind of like
the answer is
yes. Yeah, exactly. You know, I was just in it for Aubrey Plaza. She was what was the bad guy? I can't think of it. Shadow. Fuck, I forgot what it was called. But she crushed it. I love Aubrey Plaza. That was a good different role for her rather than being the emo, you know, witty kind of character she always does. Like being an evil, like drugged out, crazy shadow mutant.
It sounds just exactly up her alley. What are you talking about?
It did. It was a little bit of a different speed, but she was really great in it. I liked it.
She still needs to play Daria someday, even if they make it like years, even if they make it decades down the line. If they have to digitally de-age her, I'm fine with it.
Oh, that's just terrible.
That would be perfect. Like Daria, like as an adult. Like,
oh my god.
Yeah.
They
do have that. They did have that College Humor trailer for like a Daria movie where she actually does play Daria.
Does she? I did not see that. That's awesome. That's funny. What is it?
It's called Dropping a Pot. I tried.
Dropping a Pot.
I know what you're talking about, unfortunately.
Well, yeah.
Cloak and Dagger are Spider-Man characters who think they need Spider-Man to work. Well, that doesn't stop Disney.
Sony, right?
Sony does this. Yeah, we need Spider-Man for us to work, and it stopped them. They just said, "We'll do it anyway. Whatever." Mm-hmm. Spider-Man characters, no Spider-Man. Let's do it.
Yeah,
I'm down.
So I got some quote unquote leak news. If you guys want to talk about it,
go ahead.
It's for the Deadpool 3.
Oh yeah.
So the costume that we're getting. So this is from Can We Get Some Toast, which is another leaker. Pretty good leaker, I think. Yeah, pretty very reliable.
Yeah. My time to say hello and Can We Get Some Toast? They're two of the best.
Yeah. So there you go. We're getting the costume. I mean, it's not gonna be like this. It's gonna be more of the blue. It says, but let me read it here.
Yeah, I know that one was the one that they showed it in the deleted ending for the Wolverine. Yeah.
Which they should have kept this. This was this is so much better. It would have been so much more hyped. Just seeing it. So he's it says comic fans rejoice. Wolverine will wear the classic yellow and blue suit in Deadpool 3, mask included. The design is very similar to his comic suit from the 2003 run of Astonishing X-Men by Whedon and Cassaday. Yeah. Next image, but with long sleeves, looks fantastic. So it's gonna be like this, but just the arms are gonna be all blue, which I'm cool with.
I'm fine with it. I always like that look from Astonishing X-Men. And Jackman's been playing this role for so long, and he's so synonymous with the role. Let the man wear it.
It's just funny because he doesn't look like Wolverine. It's just
no, you know, and the X-Men fan in me will always kind of be, you know, there'll always be oh, he's too short, or no, I mean,
He's
oh,
short.
tall.
He's way too
Oh,
tall. Yeah.
my bad. He's too good looking, but I think he's so good in the role that I was willing to kind of overlook all that.
I mean, the fact that we have a Wolverine at 6'3". Just like, it's so
Who can
crazy.
dance and sing?
What's that, like a foot taller than he was in the comics?
He's like 5'4" in the comics.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's like he's a runt, that's like part of his character. But after a while, I was kind of willing to overlook it as.
Yeah.
That said, for the MCU reboot, if this is Jackman's last time, cast a shorter guy for the next one.
That's not hard to say.
Short.
Shorter than 6'3". That's like 70%
Most
of
of
the
Hollywood.
population.
Yeah. I would say you need to go short. You need to go hairy because, like,
yeah, like a short,
He's
hairy little caveman of a dude.
yeah, exactly.
But
But-
I don't know if you can go from Hugh Jackman to someone who's not attractive.
Yeah, they won't go with anybody ugly. It would have to be like a rugged, hairy, short guy. Which
What? Ruggedly handsome, hairy, short guy? What? Those exist?
let me see. How tall is Zac Efron? I'm not saying he's gonna
But
be.
he's not hairy.
You can throw some Rogaine on him. Call it a day.
Yeah.
He's 5'8". Yeah, I mean you can make hair. That's not that big of a deal. Daniel Radcliffe is only 5'5".
Yes, Daniel Radcliffe is
Yeah.
5'5".
What?
Yeah.
Josh
imagine,
Hutcherson is only 5'5".
I believe that too, yeah.
yeah, imagine some of them.
Computer
Like,
man.
imagine Dan Radcliffe all like beefed up with mutton chops and a stogie in his mouth.
Yeah. Oh, that would be so cool.
But I don't know if
Yeah.
can you get him beefed up? That's why I don't know.
Yeah, he has more of a lean.
He just no
body
matter
type.
what, no matter even he gets bigger, he doesn't get bigger, he just gets more lean. Like it won't.
Seth Green is only 5'4". Al Pacino is only 5'6". What the heck?
I mean, that
didn't
makes sense to me. They all look short to me.
James McAvoy is only 5'7". Dave Franco is 5'7".
Yeah,
Like-
he looks small.
Joe Pesci's 5'4". Which, okay, yeah.
Yeah. That makes sense.
But Josh Hutcherson, who's in the new Five Nights at Freddy, he's 5'5". How old is he?
31 or something like that.
Okay,
Yeah,
not too
about
bad.
30, 31, I think.
Not too bad.
I mean, what's his name? Taron Egerton is probably the perfect person to play him.
He'd be good.
He's like literally
Yeah.
perfect, to be that. He's not that. He's 5'9", but he's kind of hairy. He's good looking, but he's not too good looking. Like he's not too short. Like you're making him so small.
Yeah, weird. Yeah,
So
yeah. Fight for Michael J. Fox could have been Wolverine. That would have been something.
I mean, Wolverine instead of
Marty McFly.
Mark McFly. Yeah, because
Here, let's check some of the comments real quick. Travis said, Deadpool and Logan recruit Gambit in X-Men Origins. Yeah, that's another league is Channing Tatum being walked into the scene instead. Yeah, so Deadpool stopping the scene and telling the director to pull out Taylor, was it Taylor Kitschis? Whatever, the guy who played Gambit, and Channing Tatum being walked into the scene. That would be hilarious. That's
That would be
hilarious.
so funny.
I think they're gonna
That
do
would be
that,
so
and
funny.
then they kill him.
And then instantly kill him.
And then they kill him immediately. That's gonna be so great.
Yeah. That'd be super cool. But it is confirmed, I think, that Channing Tatum did film a Gambit role in the movie, which is nice.
It would be right up this movie's alley.
Oh yeah. We got Derpy. What's up,
What's up,
Derpy?
Derp?
Let's see. Do I got my soundboard back yet? I think I do.
Hey,
Hey, there we go. Tony said Hugh Jackman has legs of a Broadway dancer.
dancer. He does.
What's up, 1, 2?
Does have kind of
You seen him in his Broadway things when he's dancing and moving across the stage and like he has these long, like he should be tap dancing or something like that. Like,
Yeah.
man, this dude's amazing.
What are the odds that we're gonna get even a small little dancing Broadway number from Hugh Jackman as Wolverine. Like they go into a universe that's like
Oh, I hope
a
so.
dancing universe. That would be hilarious. It would have to fit, but I think they could pull it off where it would be funny. And he's like pissed off that he's doing it, kind of. You know, it's like, what am I doing? Make it stop! And he's like dancing and singing and shit, which would be like
Only way I
hilarious.
can see that is if he went to a universe where he's actually Hugh Jackman instead of being Wolverine. You know, like it's actually him, and then
That would
that's
be
where he's
hilarious.
dance and sing on Broadway.
Yeah, he's like, what? Why? Like they actually go to a universe where they see like the actual people.
Ryan Reynolds and Hugh Jackman.
That would be funny. That would be funny.
And then they
Yeah, you
killed
can't.
him.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. Can't please everyone. Even Jesus had haters. That is true.
You're 100% right.
There we go. Preston review. What's up?
What's up, Preston?
Hey, what is up? Thanks for joining. We're hanging out right now. We're gonna get
Thank
into
you.
some of the topics in a little bit. Brandon said, yes, Hugh Jackman has legs of a dancer because he is. Yeah, you have seen him sing the Music Man songs. Seth MacFarlane does it way better though. Really?
I can see it. Seth MacFarlane can do
is
everything. There's nothing he can't do. Like literally, I believe in everything. As everything.
I don't know if he can dance.
I can see it. Didn't they do a dance in one of
trying to
the
remember.
Orville? I feel like they
remember
did.
seeing him dance somewhere, and I don't remember where. But he's a good singer. He's a good singer. But Hugh Jackman is a Broadway singer. I think
Yeah.
Seth MacFarlane is more of a entertainment kind
He's a
of singer.
Hulu singer.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But like The Greatest Showman, like I
That's-
said, like I'm not a big fan of musicals, but that one was really good. And Zendaya and Zac Efron's in it. So,
You had me in Zendaya.
mhm.
It's like you had me at hello.
And then we got The View with Drew. Do you guys think Wolverine yellow spandex would have been ridiculous on Hugh Jackman?
No.
Not necessarily.
No.
Not necessarily. You know, I think the you can make the comic accurate costumes work if there's anything, especially that we've learned in the past 15 years since Iron Man came out. You can make it
Yeah.
work.
Yeah, I blame Bryan Singer for that. He goes, oh, no one would actually wear that. Instead, let's wear black leather, like instead
Yeah.
of the colorful leather.
Like,
Yeah.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
and
Steve.
yeah, and to a fair extent, that's when comic book movies were still kind of a gamble. So on one hand, at least early on, I kind of get it, but you know, he could have kind of evolved with the times. The more movies they put out, as you know, we were getting like Avengers and Captain America and other comic accurate costumes, and it kind of seemed like they were going in that direction. You know, at least at the end of Apocalypse, and then Dark Phoenix
Yeah.
took several steps backwards.
For everybody, for everyone who likes comic book movies.
Yeah,
I was never a fan of those X-Men movies. Like none of them. Well, was that the Days of Future Past or the first prequel one was good.
yeah. I think I liked Days of Future Past. I thought X2 was pretty good, especially for its time. And First Class was the only one to me that kind
First
of
Class.
felt like at least like an ensemble movie, like closer to an X-Men movie, and not just Wolverine and friends. But well, you know, obviously Wolverine wasn't really in it except for that extended cameo.
You just said fuck off.
Yeah, but you know, I'll give them credit for kind of helping to usher in the comic film genre. You know, so because it was kind of fledgling at that point until Blade, Spider-Man. You know, so I'll give credit where it's due. But as an X-Men fan, there was a lot more that I wanted. I have you know, I kind of. I walk a I have a complicated relationship with those movies. We'll put it that way.
Yeah.
I'll give them credit where it's due, but definitely as a fan, there was a lot more that I would have liked to have seen. But you know, they're hit or miss overall. A lot of great performances. You know?
Yeah, no, I thought a lot of the acting was good. I think some of the casting was pretty good, despite Hugh Jackman being tall. I thought the first one he was okay enough. Once I got past like the tall, Like,
Yeah.
all right, they gave him the look and the mutton chops, and instead of having, they gave him the little horns, in the hair.
Mhm.
But as soon as like and it's early in the film where he doesn't even know Sabretooth, I was like, I'm done. You can
Yeah, such a missed opportunity with the relationship between Sabretooth and Logan, because everyone, we all, well, I don't have to tell you guys, they have a very lengthy history.
Interesting. Yeah.
one of the most interesting like relationships like in all of like the comics.
Yeah, for Sabretooth to be downgraded to basically just a dumb henchman,
Yeah.
That was a mistake. That was a mistake. Yeah.
I just thought that. I mean, they still made them enemies, but it was like they don't know. I don't know. I just thought that was like weak. And I was like so upset. Wolverine's one of my favorite.
Yeah, I don't know, just and you think as much as they focused on Wolverine throughout the entire, pretty much, well, not the entire, but most of the franchise, they would have, they could have explored that, and I guess they kind of did with Wolverine Origins, but I guess that didn't really 100% work for me. I don't know.
It started off good, but then it just also I think the bootleg that got leaked ruined a lot of that movie.
That was crazy.
All right, let's play this real quick.
What you pulled up? Go ahead. All right.
Oh, yeah.
Playing for money in a pinchback suit and listening to some big out-of-town Jasper hearing him tell about horse race gambling. Not a wholesome trotting race, no, but a race where they set down right on the horse. Like to see some stuck-up jockey boy sitting on Dan Patch? Make your blood boil, well, I should say. Now, friends, let me tell you what I mean. You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pockets in a table. Pockets.
See, is he really singing though?
He's just being himself, though.
He's just talking in a rhythm. Like, it's not like singing.
Yeah, he's just
warning before it's too late.
He's just being himself. That's all that is. Yeah.
Because I see him sing, but more like old. I can't think of, not Barry Manilow though.
I've seen this on Graham Norton sing, but that's
He does like that old kind of style of singing, but that was more just talking in a rhythm.
Oh, so like, let's see this one.
Sweet and pure, angelic lass for
Still
me.
talking.
There's a little more.
That kind of gal can spin a web, you see. She trades on wholesome innocence galore, but it's my independence that she's
Frank Sinatra. He does a lot of like Frank Sinatra kind of.
the only affirmative she will file refers to marching down
Yeah,
the
I
aisle.
can
No
hear that.
golden glories.
It's like,
or like you're not really singing.
You're
like
talking,
you
you're
have a
being
nice
cool.
voice, and then every so often it gets to that.
Yeah.
That like okay.
He can carry a pitch. I'll say that. Yeah. He can carry a tune, but that's probably where we leave it at.
Yeah. Where we at? Brandon Davis said, "Fun fact: some movies Tom Cruise has. Sorry, I don't know why I was reading the small font. Tom Cruise has to wear lift-in shoes to be able to look some of the co-stars in the face. Yep.
Oh yeah,
on a box too. Yeah, he is.
Yeah.
He has like a box guy, right? He's like everywhere he walks, he just like constantly puts boxes down.
Oh, that's terrible.
And then Derpy said, I finally saw Indy today. I'm going to be real. I can see why people hate it because of the same ideas Kathleen Kennedy put in Star Wars. But I thought Dial of Destiny makes more sense than Crystal Skull. And I enjoyed it more than Raiders. More than Raiders.
Hot take.
Depends. Some people, not everyone likes Raiders.
Yeah, well, not a lot of people like Raiders. I put it next to Raiders, but I didn't get a lot of Kathleen Kennedy style of stuff that like what they did in Star Wars from this one though.
A little bit more toys to be sold.
Yeah,
just randomly placed.
Yeah, and then there was that speculation that the Phoebe Waller-Bridges character was going to take over from Indy, and they made it pretty clear that wouldn't be the case.
Yeah.
in the movie itself. You know, like I didn't hate the movie. I was just very like indifferent to it. Like by the time it ended, I was like, oh, it was, you know, it kept me occupied for 2.5 hours. And
Way
it
too
was
long.
bad at all.
It was way too long.
Way too long. It should have been
Yeah.
2 hours.
They
An hour
could've
45
less.
minutes. Perfect.
hmm
Yeah.
Yeah, they could have. I think the opening. I know I keep saying that opening felt like it was at least 30 minutes long, and I know it was shorter than that. But I was
About
really
right.
grabbed by that. Yeah, I really liked that scene. I thought it set a pretty good tone because it did kind of feel like classic Indiana Jones. And then after that,
I didn't have
it
any
just
problem with
kinda-
the scene.
no, I thought the opening scene was my favorite part. After
Yeah.
that, though, it just kind of it didn't do a whole lot for me. It just kind of I hate to say it because I love Indiana Jones, but it just kind of fizzled out for me.
Yeah, it started off high and then it just slowly
No, I thought the middle was like
down.
almost snoring sometimes, and then the ending was fine if you like that type of ending. But it's just.
But even the
it's
middle
like-
had like good chase scenes, like the underwater scene, the chase scene. I thought was good.
I didn't think the
Yeah.
underwater scene was that anything to write home about. I think that was almost a waste.
I thought it was cool.
Like, what did it do?
Alright.
It was nice. It was a change of scenery, but it didn't do anything for the story. It was just a change of scenery.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and it didn't.
Well, I mean, the whole boat scene. I mean, not
Yeah.
just the water scene.
Yeah, and there were some kind of loose ends near the end of the movie. Like, if I remember correctly, wasn't Indy kind of framed for those murders? Wasn't he?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
isn't he still technically wanted for murder?
Yeah,
No, because he said he needs the dial to prove his innocence. I don't know
Okay,
how,
maybe I.
but he did say that. Like he wanted the dial back so he could prove his innocence. But I was like, how? How would that prove your innocence?
and
But-
no one else knows
yeah.
about any of this stuff, so I don't know how
Yeah.
that worked at all.
Yeah, yeah.
It wasn't
That's
me
all-
see the hole in the sky. What?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I thought that was kind of silly. It was like you're framed for murder of your coworkers on the day that you're retiring. Like you couldn't stand them for a couple more hours and never see them again.
Say he's
that
a
was-
postal worker and just went
There you go.
crazy that day. I guess.
All right.
Yeah,
What were you saying?
it was fine. I just kind of I guess expected a little more from James Mangold because I love his movies.
Yeah.
Like I was saying earlier, I find him to be a pretty ambitious director, and for him, especially for him, I was surprised at just how, I guess, devoid of ambition it was.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um,
It was just going through the steps.
Yeah, it just felt like Disney acquired the rights. They just made the movie just for the sake of making it. It felt like.
Part of it was the fact that Crystal Skull was so bad, so no one really enjoyed it. So part of it was that I felt like they had to let them go out better than what it was,
Yeah,
and that's why they
Crystal Skull
killed his son.
Which I'm like, yes. Good job.
They killed Mutt.
What? Is that his name? Like I didn't even remember his name. It was so stupid.
His real name was Henry. He was Henry Jr., but he went by Mutt.
That's even stupid. Ah.
Let's
I
just
thought
get
he
to
was
these-
a junior.
these things.
Yeah.
He was a junior.
Yeah, it was like that's why I thought. But I don't know. Here, let's get some of these comments real quick. I can see Deadpool saying, "Isn't there a writer's strike? How is my money coming Disney?" Nah. I usually they'll probably leave that stuff out.
I don't know. I mean, he'd be the one person to do that, but Disney won't allow that.
Because now they're talking about actor strike. There's a very good possibility the next couple of weeks we might get an actor strike. So
It would
Yeah, that-
surprise me.
yeah, then you're really screwed with movies. Imagine Channing Tatum has to do that card trick,
Okay.
but can't do it. So Taylor Kittich is yelling off camera, telling him how to do it. He like fumbles with the cards.
That would be hilarious. That would be hilarious.
Yeah, I want to see him like full get up. Then I want to see the head
All of his-
wrapping he wears. You know,
Yeah,
I think he's gonna have all of it.
The
Yeah.
red eyes.
the red eye.
Just go all in. I agree.
I hope he was wearing the designed one from She-Hulk.
Oh, that wouldn't be a bad, thing to see.
I can see that. I think he's going to see a lot of different Wolverines in this one. I think it'd be nice.
I think you're gonna have one, and he's gonna travel with him.
Oh yeah.
What do you mean?
Yeah,
Oh,
like
just Deadpool and
Deadpool
Wolverine.
Wolverine's gonna be. It's gonna be like Buddy Cop, Deadpool 3.
Yeah.
I remember there being a rumor that I stumbled upon. I don't think it was legit at all, but there was like a rumor that that Deadpool was gonna like find not Wolverine, but the actual Hugh Jackman and try to convince him to be Wolverine, and would be along the lines of Unbearable Weight of Massive Talent.
Yeah, that's what I heard. I heard that too.
Really?
Yeah, at the beginning, not anymore though.
Not
When they
anymore.
first.
It vanished pretty quickly, so I don't think that's it.
I thought it was the TVA thing. He gets arrested for changing all the pads. The TVA comes to arrest him, take him to the TVA, and that's how you connected with Kang. And then they go to one X-Men universe, and he's like the most unbelievable killer. And Hugh Jackman, Wolverine, is the one that they're going to have go with him, to kill all the other universes, to end these other timelines.
Yeah, there's a I think the rumor I heard was like a newer one was that this Wolverine is going to find out about the multiverse stuff, and him and Deadpool are the only ones that can travel it because of their healing factor, and they're trying to like save as many mutants as possible to bring to the main timeline, the 616 kind of thing. I'm like, that'll be interesting, because then that's an easy way where you can introduce mutants without like, where were they the whole time?
But they said they were going to kill all of them from all these timelines.
Yeah, but that's why a lot of them are not going to be saved. But they're saying like anybody who's ever played a Marvel character in the past is probably going to show up in this thing. Like there's a big rumor that Ben Affleck might show up as Deadpool, or not Deadpool, as Daredevil.
No, as Daredevil. Yeah.
So that they're saying that a lot of the old X-Men, the new X-Men, So I don't know. I'll be curious.
Fantastic Four. I've heard a lot of things.
Yeah, but we'll see. You haven't seen Seth sing "Trouble" from Music Man?
Is
that what that was?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Starting with Origins, Logan just wears jeans and tank top. Hey,
Heck, that was dating back to X-Men 2, the jeans and the tank top,
Yeah, but that's very much a Logan look, so I'm cool with that. Yeah. I can see Deadpool saying, "Isn't there a writer's strike? So how many movies? My movie's coming out." Yeah. Kevin Davis, what's up? Said Secret Invasion will get Emmy nominations next year. I can see it.
I can too. The way it's written, I can definitely see it.
Yeah, and the way it's all playing out, I think it's cool. I kind of wish it all got released at once.
Me too.
No.
Because the way it's playing out, people are done after episode 1. It was like, and it didn't. I get why people were done.
That's that people getting be stupid.
If
there's no such thing as a character arc, then what's the point in making movies that where characters change?
Yeah,
doesn't make any sense.
Yeah,
and I can't wait for us to talk about this new episode, because I saw so many different things. I was like,
I was so
crazy.
I really enjoyed this one.
So, how many Super Scrolls did you see in this?
And as Kevin Day said, Barbie box office total run 450 to 500. Okay,
I can see it.
Yeah.
I can see even more, honestly.
Yeah, I was thinking more like 650. I think it could get up to, if it's well received, which people are pretty hyped about it. So
I think it does way more than Oppenheimer.
I do too.
Me too.
I do too. Yeah. Well, they said Oppenheimer, was it Nolan said, you're gonna walk out feeling sad and not feeling good. And I think he said it's more of a horror movie than anything else. I was like, but it's real. Like, I don't.
It's the truth.
I think we all expected that, right?
Yeah. So it is what it is. Travis said X-Men Origins is apologetically my favorite X-Men movie. I don't know. I don't know if I can give it to Origins. It was cool though. I like that they did retcon some things. They retconned the Wolverine and Sabretooth relationship. They made it a little bit different. They made them brothers, which I was like, okay. You went from not knowing each other and
to being brothers.
being brothers. It was like,
yeah, I'm not sure I liked that, but like starting especially around X3 forward, continuity was never the series thing.
They didn't care. It's like, so can we sell more toys?
mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm not sure I liked them being quote unquote brothers and then them redundantly beating us over the head with that throughout the entire movie.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember if they are in the comic. I don't think they are in the comic.
No, they're not.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember. I'm like, yeah.
And then Wolverine losing his memory through memory bullets was just so lazy. You know, just wipe his memory during the Weapon X program, like it happened in the comics, and like even you guys have implied in the previous movies happened.
Yeah.
You know, having him retain his memory up until the last 5 minutes of the movie was just so lazy to me.
They could have done that better, because in the comic book you find out that that's kind of what they were doing, but way more messed up. So before he got the adamantium, he would do all these effed up missions, and they would bring him back and literally zap his brain until it became mush, and then just leave him in like the cell until he got better, and then like, oh hey, we and then pretend they like rescued him kind of shit, and like, hey, we rescue you, on to your next mission. It was like, what? It was like they would literally make him brain dead, just zap his brain so and then that's how he can't remember. So it was like, what the fuck? That's messed up, man. Can you imagine just like,
but that's human nature right there. That's Oppenheimer right there.
yeah, taking advantage of whatever weapon you can. But Origins was fun. I thought was my favorite until I got other ones that I liked. But,
yeah, it wasn't without its merits. It had some fun parts.
But that ending with Deadpool was
Baraka Pool.
Yeah, Baraka Pool.
So we already retconned that. Easily.
Yeah, thank you, Ryan. I said Aquaman and the Last Kingdom box office total run prediction 750, 800. Maybe
it's hard for me. As much as of a star, we know. I don't know if we could get 750. Anything for anything from the DCU. Once the DCEU, that's not going to make sense. That's not going to matter going forward.
Yeah.
Why would someone go see it and spend that much money?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, right now they're talking about like just all the bombs. It came out recently. So I think I want to say Black Adam is probably the best movie that's come out of DC.
Yep.
Like for a long time. Shazam, both Shazams were low. Birds of Prey was super low. Like everything, since Justice League.
Even we talked about all of them were awful. DCU, literally, Black Adam's the best one by far. Not even close.
Yeah. It was bad. It was really bad.
Shazam was $133 million.
What were you gonna say?
Yeah, I was just saying, talk about a cold streak. They've been like just and Aquaman might have the same might hit the same wall that the Flash did with a problematic star in the movie, or co-star in this case, rather than a main star. I'm not sure what they're going to do with that. There's been rumors that they had cut Amber Heard's scenes. I'm not sure how they would, because Mara is such a key character, it was established as. So and again, like the Flash and like Shazam, constant release date changes that might have an impact on people's interest. So
he's still
and like you said, Brian, like we've said many times, this iteration of the DC universe is pretty much, no pun intended, dead in the water. But
you know why I say that? But I think Jason Momoa is such a star, though, that he might be able to carry this movie to $400-500 million.
Yeah,
just because he's just him. But past that, it's hard for me to believe that it'll be past $500 million. It's hard.
Same. 750 is a lot. I mean, it's not. It's not coming close to that billion that it did before, but interesting. Oh, I wonder if we could do anything with this, with just the. Like you said, people don't care about this version of the DCEU because they got the DCU coming out. So,
and whose problem was that? Whose fault?
I mean, I want to give it to James Gunn a little bit, but mostly it didn't matter. I think
it's still he would have made more money if they thought it might have mattered. If no one knew.
I don't think so. I don't think so.
I guarantee half the people I talk to say I'm not going to go see it because James Gunn said it doesn't matter.
That, but also,
if you tell someone it doesn't matter,
you need to do that because you need to get these Snyder people. It's like, we're done with Snyder, and if you didn't do that, let me bring this out. If you didn't do that, would all these people kind of keep that like Snyder? It's still happening. We're still getting our Snyderverse. You know,
like they're doing now.
Yeah, they're still doing it
now, but now without the money, right? So
yeah,
so it's the same exact thing, except now you have no money.
But they're all full of shit because if they cared, then they would have went to Black Adam and see Superman. Like if they cared, they would have went to go see the Flash.
Yeah,
so obviously they don't care.
Even if they wanted the slightest chance of their universe to be restored, as commonly said, you'd think they'd be there in droves supporting Snyder.
Yeah.
It just I don't know. It's tough. Just considering. I think that Gunn, and I'm starting to agree with you more on this, Brian. The more that I think about it, I didn't give this much thought at first, but Gunn really should have just focused on building this new universe in silence and not saying anything.
And then after these movies released that you already spent hundreds of millions of dollars on, then you could have made a statement like, guys, after looking at all this stuff, I think we're going to blah blah blah. We might retain some characters, but we're going to retcon this whole thing. We're going to start over. And that's fine, because all you have to do, you get as much money out of the product as you can. Because now you really cut off your nose to spite your face.
I agree. Those movies were in the can already. Really, it would have been smarter to just wait it out, let them come out. I wouldn't have even engaged the fans. Just work on your stuff in silence. That's all.
Just do a Kevin Feige.
Yeah, just play it smart. You don't want to alienate them. And yeah, I know I've said some things about like the Snyder fans and stuff like that in the past, but really, I have to admit that if this is something that they were like fans of, if this is something that they very much loved, no matter what I think about it, it would have been just smart to let them have their cake and eat it.
Let them dream their little dream. You're the president. You're going to make it, and it's the right move. Make the right move, but let's not like just kill yourself on the box office. I mean, now everyone's looking at DCU like, can DCU ever sell? Because the stories are already been told. Yeah,
because down the line, you risk potentially shooting yourself in the foot by alienating them.
Mm-hmm.
But
I mean, more fracturing.
If you lead them to believe that, like, yeah, there's still a chance, and then at the end you're like, and here's your new Superman, like they would have lost their damn minds,
like they do now, and not do your movies.
But you're doing it now, and at least get your money. Old Warner Brothers. But this is old Warner Brothers. This money's already spent and said for before Discovery even purchased this.
Yeah, but Discovery still has the opportunity to make money off these entities. They bought the debt, they bought all that stuff. Part of it. So you need to recoup that debt no matter what. So why wouldn't you just go ahead, let it play out, and then say, well, we know we're kind of let the rumors be out there, but you not confirm anything, so people that are normal movie goers can go see it and see what's going on.
Yeah.
But instead of everyone saying, it doesn't matter, It's different from My Time to Shine, Hello saying one thing, and it's different from than hearing from the president of the entire company.
Yeah, just you really got to pick your battles and know when to speak up and when to keep a lid on it. Gunn already you know,
I don't know.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I was gonna say I just feel like ripping off the Band-Aid now rather than later is better, because you're saying now none of it matters rather than right before it matters find out it doesn't matter.
So you have a year's worth of movies and you say, oh, none of this matters, and then you're surprised that no one goes.
I don't think they're surprised. I think they're surprised with the Flash. I think they thought that was going to do it.
Business decision. It's a stupid business proposition to say we don't need to make money off of this thing. I'm going to lose $1 billion, and then I'm going to risk it all on one movie. And instead of saying, let me make the money, and then I say at the end of 2023, guys, we're going to go a different direction. And then you still have to wait till 2025. You still have to wait till that long, no matter what. So you still had a year in between.
Yeah,
so you had opportunity to give everyone their chance, give everyone their flowers. I appreciate everything we did in this one. We're going to turn the page. But why not make all the money we can from these movies from the get-go?
Yeah, that would have been. I think that would have been a slightly smarter way to go about it, just for the sake of the movie's success. Even though the Flash, like we've said, had some things that were working against it, to say the least.
Let's not blame James Gunn for the Flash.
We don't have to go into all that. That was not his fault.
That's not his fault.
But yeah, some of the other stuff, it would have been just work in silence. I'm not even 100% sure I would have announced what I was working on.
I think he was so excited and so happy and proud to be leading the DCU and leading them to a new world that his fandom took over. It had nothing to do with making being stupid or being anything. It was just his fandom took over because he was so excited and so proud of his position. And he wanted everyone to know, hey, we're gonna go in a different direction. But he really didn't think out that I had 5 movies that need to come out and we need to make money off these 5 movies. So I have money for my projects. So now if his Superman movie does not hit, he's done.
A lot rides on pretty much, not even a lot, everything rides on Superman Legacy.
And if it doesn't hit, which a lot of Superman movies have not hit, only really 2 have ever hit. So that's a lot to be writing. Instead, you should have said, okay, let's make money off of these movies. So now even if Superman doesn't hit, at least you give me a chance for Batman. Because Batman makes the most money. Instead of just saying, let's just write it all out in this one movie. That doesn't seem smart.
Yeah. I mean, unless they just didn't have faith in these movies, because
these have been decent movies. The movies have not been bad. It's just that you had no marketing behind it. You didn't have no tour behind them, and everyone knew it didn't matter. So like those things together just make you know they're just going to be a flop.
What came out before the Flash? Oh, Shazam. Yeah, but that was just a bad movie. And then once the word of mouth, I mean, the first one didn't do well in box office, but the first one was good. This one didn't have what the first one had.
It wasn't a terrible movie.
It wasn't terrible.
It wasn't.
No.
People would have went and saw it if they thought it might, we might have Shazam going forward.
And what they thought, because the whole time Zachary Levi is like, well, I might still be in here. And he let people think, and people didn't care. They're like,
Zachary, he said it, but it didn't matter. James Gunn already told you none of this not matters anymore. That's my point. It's like James Gunn could have just said not saying that.
Shazam 2 was bad.
It wasn't necessarily bad. It was just all right. It wasn't.
I had fun with it.
It wasn't equal. It was too.
No, number 1 was better.
Yeah. They're playing 2 different characters, and then the characters didn't match, and it wasn't necessarily their fault. It's more director. I think the direction should have been better. It is what it is.
And then Flash wasn't going to do well because, I mean, people were hyping it up, but it wasn't going to do well because Ezra Miller. And then one that you couldn't market it because you couldn't put Ezra in front of the camera.
Yeah.
So what you could have done is fired him and say, "But I'm going to show you this Flash movie, and this is whatever." If you're going to tell them it doesn't matter, right? Then what was the point of keeping Ezra?
Well,
you know what I'm saying? Like, if you could have fired him and you say we're going to put it in, but we're just going to get rid of Ezra no matter what. Or
Yeah.
if you're going to do that, why didn't you just put another actor in there?
Yeah, well, I think Warner Brothers just said, "Screw it. We already went through the trouble of making this movie." And don't forget how many times they shifted around the release date.
Mhm.
So, at that point, they were pretty much done with the movie, man. At that point, Warner Brothers were probably, and I wouldn't be surprised if they were already, kind of cutting their losses and preparing for the inevitable with this.
Yeah. Actually, all these movies were pretty much done. Done almost 100%. By the time Discover bought Warner Brothers.
You know
Yeah.
what I might have done just to try it out? If I'm going to tell you everything doesn't matter, I'm going to put them out every other month.
Yeah.
Or like soon as one is about to drop, I'm gonna drop another one. I'm gonna drop another one. Because if I'm not worried about the money, maybe people see nostalgia. This is my chance to say goodbye to the DCU. Instead of spreading so far apart, I'm just gonna keep on dropping them. It'll be like the summer of the DCEU. This is what we got.
Maybe not that, but I would do every 3 months. Do one a quarter.
Yeah,
One every quarter.
very quickly. So if I did in March, or it did it in February, then June, and then August, hit back to back to back.
Yeah. And then sorry, I'm skipping around, so if I missed your comment, sorry. Because I feel people who aren't in the know would just complain on why these DC films flopping and why James Gunn no saying anything.
Yeah, but I don't. What if it didn't flop? What if it made money? What if you made double the amount of money? I mean, if you don't think Shazam could have did it, look at Black Adam. My point is that it could have made $300 million.
Yeah.
Instead of 133.
Yeah.
I agree. I can see that.
300 is not even a big thing. It's not huge.
Yeah. I heard somebody talk about this. It was another smaller channel, and they said that they wonder if they just released these movies because of all the backlash from Batgirl, where they probably should not have released these, burn the damn film and get the tax write-off, instead of releasing it. But they got so much backlash from Batgirl, they're just like, you know what? We're going to lose money on it anyway, so here it is.
If you did that, it would
why the VFX was so bad in The Flash. There's going to be no marketing for Aquaman. There's going to be no marketing for Blue Beetle. So
no, I think I bet you Aquaman gets marketing.
You think? I don't think so.
Because I think they want Jason Momoa to stay there. They will market the hell out of this movie. But that's the way they're going to market. They're going to market it because of him. They don't want him to leave.
Yeah. I can see that.
We're not going to leave out there. We're going to throw you a lifesaver. We're not going to just see a.
But wouldn't you do that with Blue Beetle? Because the rumor is, even James Gunn said that's Blue Beetle. He's coming into the DCU.
The difference is Jason Momoa is a superstar right now.
True. He is.
Just his name is synonymous with we're going to make money. I mean, look, Fast and Furious was a terrible, terrible movie. It only made $130 million in domestically, and it's made $700 million internationally. So that tells you that this dude can carry an entire movie by him damn self. So you don't want to lose that guy.
Yeah.
He was the best thing about Fast X.
Yeah. Easily.
Oh, yeah, it was.
Butthole. That's my favorite line in the movie.
Let me see. I'm just kind of skipping because we got a bunch of comments that all came in at once.
Let's at least get Kevin when he was talking about Marvel's box office stuff.
Real quick, Tony said, "I feel a really good film will shut up the haters."
Me too.
Yeah, that's why Superman needs to hit.
Superman Legacy needs to blow everyone out of the water. Dare I say, it's got to be beyond Guardians 3 level of great. This is really going to set expectations for this universe moving forward. I know that Blue Beetle, he's saying, is kind of the official start of this new DC universe.
He's a character. He's a character that's going to remain.
I'm kind of looking at it as the unofficial start, as in, it may be this, he'll more or less kind of lend himself to this extended universe depending on what happens later with Superman Legacy. So this movie really, really needs to just really like blow us out of the water, make us forget all about, you know, the last movies, make us forget all about Henry Cavill. I don't know if that's possible, but
You can't.
you know,
Yeah,
you
it's
can't.
not. Every
No.
single time you don't see a guy, you get a guy who looks like Henry Cavill. They're gonna look and say, "You're great value, Henry Cavill." Like you should have went the total different direction. You know, why not?
Yeah, we'll see it. Like but hearing Gunn talk about it, I think he at least kind of understands the character and what the character should be all about. I think.
Yeah. There's nothing about James Gunn as far as directing, writing, or producing that I have any questions on. I just think that he made one bad decision and he was getting too happy on Twitter. If
Yeah.
Twitter never
Too
existed.
excited.
It's too excited, and it's only because he was happy what he got.
Yeah.
He was proud of what was going on. He was happy that he got this opportunity, and I think that's what he just went talking, and he realized what's happening in the last 4 months. A
Yeah.
lot less tweeting, a lot less information coming out. He's not
Yeah,
arguing
you know,
with people online anymore. You know, they told him
And,
like calm
I-
down.
Yeah, and I get it. Like if I landed, an opportunity of a lifetime like that, I'd probably be feeling myself a little bit too. But
Mhm.
Most definitely.
just know what to say and when to say it, and just kind of, it's kind of very much like a pick your battles scenario, and just kind of, just know when to speak up and know when to work in silence, and know when and know what to say.
Yep.
You know,
I agree.
that's what I think.
And Blue Beetle releases next month.
I know. And when's the last time you saw a commercial for it? A trailer. We see trailers 9 months before movies drop.
Yeah.
Years before movies drop.
42 days. So actually Blue Beetle is trending on Twitter right now, and it's because of all these fans that are promoting it. And one fan, even the one person said, DC won't do their job. Where is it? All right, Blue Beetle fam, David won't, which I like. David won't do his job properly, then promote the movie ourselves.
Hey,
Yeah.
what does that sound like? Is that sound like Flaming Hot? We're gonna do
Flaming Hot.
Flaming Hot. We're just gonna tell everyone we're gonna do a ground. We're doing guerrilla marketing. This is what we doing. Forget it.
Yeah. Yeah. It says DC need to market this movie because I swear no one knows it exists. So, and I'm excited about it. They release more first looks and stuff like that for it.
This is not first look if it's coming out in 5 weeks.
Yeah.
It's last look. It's just like you should be promoting the hell out of it right now.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
so
man.
we'll see.
All right, so
I'm excited about it. But
Kevin said Blue Beetle box office run prediction is $100 to $200 million. That's awful. That's awful. And I'm hoping that's only domestically and that we get more internationally. Because if that's the case, we remember
that's not too bad.
Fast
the budget
X,
was only 120. So if it makes 200, that might be a win for them in their book.
usually I'll say my marketing cost a whole $100 million, but they didn't have it marketed as a movie, so never mind.
Exactly.
They didn't even market the movie, so it might work.
I mean, if they were smart, I think they would go to some YouTube creators and be like, all right, hey, one thing Warner Brothers needs to do is stop fucking copyright claiming the fucking trailers, Warner Brothers. You want to market movies? Let us, YouTubers, people, fans, fucking hype it for you. It's so annoying, man. It's so frustrating. It's like, Warner Brothers, stop it. Like, let us do the work for you. Like, we like doing it. We like doing trailers and stuff like that. Stop it. Stop it. Like,
Hey,
seriously.
you know Twitter and talk to your best friend.
Dude, I'm gonna like, hey, James Gunn, I'm gonna clip this. James Gunn, please let us like review trailers online, and that's free marketing for movies, man.
Yeah, for real.
But
Now you don't have to spend nothing.
people. Yeah, you're not going to get big people, big YouTubers, even smaller YouTubers who have little communities. You're not going to get them talking about it because it gets copyright claim, which means they can't make any little bit of pennies to help promote your movie to make millions. So I find that, and I know that's not a James Gunn thing. Maybe he can help fix that problem.
I'm telling you, that's what I said. Tweet him, and he tweets back.
Netflix, Disney, Amazon, none of them like copyright claim. You can fight it and they release it usually. But Warner Brothers, Universal, come on, like, like you said, like, just let us review the trailer and not get copyright claimed with it. Like that might do enough where it might hit 200. And if this movie hits 200, that might be a small victory for the character.
200 is pretty bad. All right, let's go through these real quick. The Marvel's box office total run is 952 $1 billion. I can't see that either. I cannot see $1 billion for the Marvels. I cannot see it at all.
Maybe if the next trailer that they release,
I don't care if the trailer has Jesus in it. It's hard for me to believe it's going to be $950 million to $1 billion. And you tell me that Ghost Protocol or whatever the next Tom Cruise one is going to make $850 million, $800 million, and they've been marketing this for an entire year. I have a hard time believing that the Marvels is going to make more money than that. And when they had to push it back already because it had a bad start. So I have a hard time believing it. But I've been wrong before, but I've also been right. So we'll never know. We will know.
Yeah, I know. We'll know.
We will know very soon.
At the end of this year.
Least favorite to favorite: Crystal Skull, Temple, Dial, Raiders, Crusade. Okay. I'm okay.
I'll flip 3 and 4, but that's good enough. I like it.
Yeah, I'd probably flip 3 and 4 as well.
Yeah.
I will probably flip. I'm not gonna tell you. Never mind. I don't need no hate.
It's fine.
No. Seth has the Las Vegas show now.
Yeah.
I love after hugging Marion, we see Indy pull off his hat on the clothesline, implying he wears it while he's raiding her tomb. I do want to be on for MI7 and Oppenheimer. I don't want to do one for Oppenheimer. I think Barbie's more important than Oppenheimer.
To be honest, me too. As much as I'm going to see Oppenheimer just because I think it's up Nolan's alley, and the cast is. Oh no,
it's probably gonna be a great movie. It's probably gonna win. It's probably gonna win Best Picture, but it's not gonna make that much money. I think it stops at like $350.
Yeah, I don't even think. Well, I think it might be up for 4 nominated. It ain't winning Best Picture. There's no way. But also, go read a history book. Like, I don't need to see it in real life.
And Far From Home, Talos asks Fury to come back. And Fury gets up to find his shoes. It just took him 4 years to find them. It was underneath the couch. He didn't know where his other shoe was. He couldn't find it. It was buried in the sand. He had to go through all the kernels of sand. That's what it was. You know what? So people are predicting $300 million for domestically for Barbie. So $300 million domestically would be amazing.
Yeah.
We're talking about
it'd be 3 times more than The Flash.
Well, I mean, what's worldwide? So domestically, I believe Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse is 347. That gets you $615 million. That would be a win, a huge win.
Yeah.
Little Mermaid only made 284, and that's number 5 on the list all this entire year. Wow. So Barbie's in top 5. Yes, we're talking about that. That's how good it could be.
Yeah.
Kevin. Mission Impossible Dead Reckoning box office total run is 550 to 650 million. And think about how much marketing they've done on that. And you tell me the Marvels are going to meet more than that? I don't see it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't.
Yeah, it's going to get more than that. It's going to get 750.
I think it'll be 750 too.
Yeah, at least.
Brandon said, I never read comic books, so until now I thought they were brothers.
Yeah, man.
No, they were always just enemies, man. It would be like saying Batman and
they're frenemies. If anything,
it's just like Batman and
they
Joker.
They hate each other. They hate each other's guts.
Yeah, but they always didn't though. They were teammates for a while. In what team were they in?
Was it Weapon X?
Weapon X.
Weapon X. Yeah.
The weapon thingy because Sabretooth was next in line to get the adamantium and he blamed Wolverine. He goes, "Hey, the fuck, man! Like I wanted that shit too." So
he was like, "Nope."
Yeah.
All right, one neat Easter egg is in Logan. He has a single adamantium bullet for himself. If you go back to Origins, Stryker had 6 adamantium bullets in his revolver, only firing 5, implying Logan took one.
Yeah, I remember that.
So Kevin, I'm a DC fan, but haven't seen a DC movie in theaters since Wonder Woman 84, and the rest is history.
Dude, that was a failure.
That was awful. I'm sorry you went to see that one.
Yeah.
She R-word a dude, so I don't know. Mm-hmm. The first Shazam was dope. Yes, we agree. James Gunn knows what he's doing. Yeah, okay. He knows it from all his experience at running industries that he's running before, so I believe that. Loki season 2 could drop all episodes at once in October on Disney Plus if Jonathan Majors' trial gets extended any longer.
That'd be interesting.
That'd be interesting, but I doubt that this will be extended much longer than August.
What other show did I hear that? I don't know if it was that. I think there's another show too, though. They're saying that it might all drop at once, on Disney Plus. So that'd be cool. But yeah, by October, I think we should know what's going on with Jonathan Majors.
Yeah, I think they will definitely know what's going on by then.
Yeah.
I feel people who aren't in the know are just complaining about why the DC movie's flopping and why James Gunn not saying anything. Yeah, I heard you say that. It's impossible. Their reckoning budget $290 million. Box office track is 60 to 80 million domestic box office debut. So if they do not perform, it's not going to turn a profit. It's going to turn a profit.
Yeah, I think from what I heard, there's people saying like 150. I'm like, stop.
No,
like, I mean, it's not for opening weekend, but I think like the realistic is 60 to 80. I could see 70, 75.
I could see 75 being a good opening.
Yeah, because
I also could see even more.
I could see a little more, not 150 the opening weekend. Like
I could see it. What was Spider-Man? Was that 120?
Opening weekend? Was it?
Oh, was that what that was worldwide?
Might have been worldwide.
That was worldwide.
Yeah, but with this movie, I went to go reserve the tickets the other day, and there were slim pickings with the seats.
Yeah. Theaters are already packed.
Yeah, I mean, also they're released, so they have special screenings on Tuesday, right?
Mm-hmm.
Which like this upcoming Tuesday, I believe.
Yeah.
And then it opens on Wednesday.
Yep.
So it's gonna have like Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. That's like a full like.
And people that don't have a movie to go see right now. There's nothing in the theaters that I have to go see.
Yeah. Oh shit, yeah. Opening for Spider-Verse was 120.
Yeah, so I thought that, yeah.
So it'll be interesting if they could get to that point, maybe. Because like you said, there's nothing else that's gonna really fight for. So
exactly.
Yeah. But I'm cool with it. Got it.
I think we're almost caught up there.
Hey.
Yeah. Warner Brothers said Warner Brothers is hoping Blue Beetle hits, but they have faith that Aquaman 2 will hit. That makes sense because Aquaman 2 has Jason Momoa, but Momoa is doing this thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Brandon says, I'm going to be so let down when Blue Beetle comes out.
I hope not, man. I need to pull out my comic books, man. Because the comic book run that just came out was so much fun. It was so good. I liked it a lot. And now he's getting the writer of that one is getting a series, so Blue Beetle is gonna have his own series coming out. I think it's gonna be good. I think if people see it on the comic book shelves, people are gonna get more excited. Young Justice, Blue Beetle story with the Black Beetle was like great. So I think enough hardcore fans, but like comic book fans know. So we'll see. And on Twitter, there's people on Twitter. They're like hyping it up, So.
I'm all for it. All right.
Yeah.
No way is Oppenheimer win Best Picture. Killers of the Flower Moon is probably going to be a front runner right now. Killers of the Flower Moon. I've heard so many good things about this one. Oh my god. So yeah, I'm agreeing with you, and I've learned my lesson. I'm not ever going to disagree with you again. I'm just going to go with you.
Yeah. Killers of the Flower Moon. That's another like Oppenheimer kind of thing where it looks sad and serious, but
well
I think
well put together.
But more of a story that should be told, where Oppenheimer
Should not.
you
We
don't
know.
need to tell it.
Moviegoers that like that fat fool movie are not watching that Nolan movie. Oh, well, maybe, probably not. I think everyone's gonna go see Barbie. So
Yeah.
Mission Impossible probably won't open super big, but these movies typically have good legs. I think it will open big because I think it's the first summer blockbuster that we know about coming, and we've been waiting for a year. I heard once again when I was in Indiana Jones, the old people were like, "Man, I can't wait to go see Mission Impossible." And then, of course, me being in the middle, I can't wait to see Mission Impossible. And then I know young people can't wait to see Mission Impossible. So I'm thinking it's going to be all right.
Yeah, I think it'll be absolutely fine.
And then Brandon says, "Bottom line, DC sucks." I can't agree with you there, man. I still love Superman and Batman, specifically Batman, even though he's not a superhero. So, but let me not go there right now. All right, let's get to our thing now.
I know, right?
I was going to get through all that.
Let's see, you want to jump right into Secret Invasion?
Yep, exactly what I've been. The moment I all been waiting for. I was like, all right, you guys had your hour. This is it. I'm taking it.
Yeah, I was surprised, man. Appreciate everyone like coming in, chatting, and talking and stuff like that.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Because usually I'm like, oh, we'll just chit chat, and then people come in and boom, 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 boom. I was like, okay. So really appreciate that. But all right, let's get into our first like real main topic, Secret Invasion. All right, welcome to Spoiler Kings. My name is St. Kramer with Brian the Grizzly, Brandman Brandon, and we are going to break down episode 3 of Secret Invasion. So right off the bat, what do you guys think about it? Was this a better episode, more of the same? What do you think, Brandon?
I liked it more than last week's episode. I think I actually, even though we're still, at like the halfway mark with the series, but I do feel like I'm liking it more and more with each episode. It's kind of showing how real and how severe the stakes are. I like that it's giving more layers to the character of Talos. I think this was kind of, dare I say, his episode more than Fury's, or at least kind of like an even balance between the two, which I thought was
no, we got a lot about Fury.
I really like. Yeah, it kind of felt even. I log in the back and forth scenes, like the scene between Talos and Gravik Gravik. I'm sorry,
Gravik
was great. Gravik, my bad. Mm-hmm. And a lot of the scenes between Fury and Talos are great. I really enjoyed this one. Like I said last week, I like just kind of my favorite thing about this is kind of the smaller and more kind of grounded is such an overused term, but I do think that it feels more centered than a lot of MCU stuff that we've been getting. I like that it's very much kind of in its own little corner, despite the global scope of it, if you really think about it. But it feels a lot more centered at the same time, which is something that's really probably my favorite thing about it.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I think that we're finally starting to understand who the characters are, who the main players really are. Which is like the main point of everything. We're starting to see who Nick Fury really is.
Yeah.
We're starting to see who Gaia really is. We understand who Gravik is. He's this great guy, and then now we're starting to realize he's not. He's still a child. There's little things you start seeing, Like, when Nick Fury was getting his coffee, he's like, give me my black coffee. And then Gravik is like putting like 8,000 sugars in his coffee and stuff like that. I like a little cappuccino on my coffee, cappuccino on my sugar. That's what a kid does. It's almost like he never grew up and he still has all this anger inside of him. But it's captivating. He's captivating, so that's why they let him lead. And he was the only one willing to lead other than Talos because Nick Fury was gone all that time. So I mean, they're definitely hammering that Nick Fury is Nick Fury's problem. I also thought it was so cool to start the episode with saying Super Skrulls. We got that right off the bat. Like, this is where we're going to be, no questions. And then little things like, when Taylor stabbed Gravik's hand and he pulled his hand out and you saw the heat when he, healed himself right away. I thought that was important. And then the idea of a Gaia with, she was sneaking back and forth into that laboratory. And then you seeing her, spoiler alert, get shot, but not die, or don't know if she's dying or not. I think that's what's happening, that she got superpowers. She did what he was doing, what Gravik was doing, which I thought was pretty awesome too. They just had a lot more major ramifications, and now we have this whole thing with Nick Fury and his wife, and then the way he even questioned her, and then after he questioned her, he still gave her a kiss. I thought that was really weird.
Yeah,
at least we know that Nick Fury knows that she's a Skrull. And then and not to mention that in the episode that phone conversation, though, that was and we all finally know about who's the Skrull and who's not.
Yeah,
I thought that was pretty cool too. So I mean, all those things happened in this episode. Not to mention the conversation I've been saying that Talos and Nick Fury need to have. That conversation has to happen. Without that, there's nowhere else to go. So I mean, once you had that conversation, that they're starting to talk their stuff out, that there was going to be a lot more going with their story. But it's just a lot of things that happened in this episode that we didn't get in before. But I feel like the chess pieces are finally being uncovered, and we're starting to understand who's doing what, and that Nick Fury is a lot smarter than they're letting on.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, so I agree with both of you guys with everything you said. I do like that it's more, like grounded, like Brandon says, like overplayed, but I like it's more contained, I think is a better word. I like it's about Earth. It's about the problems of Earth rather than this intergalactic kind of thing, because it could lead to that at some point because of the Skrulls are still a big problem, Kree and stuff like that. But right now, it's all about Earth, it's and the problems Earth is having, which is what a thing like this should be like. You know what I mean? Yeah. And what was it? What was his name? Chris Hemsworth, Thor. Came out and said, like, why is Ant-Man just save the universe, galaxy type of movie? It's Ant-Man. It should be smaller. More contained, which 100% agree. Like, Ant-Man's not a character where you like, multiverse and blah, blah, blah. And like, here's everything. And you're like, yeah, but it's Ant-Man. Like what? But this one makes more sense why somebody like Nick Fury needs to be in something that's more contained within Earth. You know what I mean? Because like, even I think the show itself talks about stuff like that, why he felt irrelevant now, because everything is so bigger than what he knows and can understand. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So not even left it, but just what he can understand and be part of. He's like, I can't go and fight Thanos. What the fuck? I can't do that. It's like, what am I gonna do? Secret spy him to death? So this makes more sense why it would work for somebody like Nick Fury, and then it could build up to him needing to learn how to, hey, I gotta step up my game for Saber and all that stuff, which they hinted at. So it's all starting to kind of come together now of like, this is the Earth problem, this is this and stuff like that. So it's like, you can't fix the universe if you can't even fix problems at home. You know what I mean? Like, and not just Earth, but
which is funny. He can't fix problems at home. Man.
Yeah, so it's like it's just like all the way down to like your best friend hates you, your wife, it seems like she's gonna kill you. So it's like, what is going on? So it's like, dude, you are so off his game. But I love that now I think they really make you feel like it's on purpose. You know what I mean? Like no, they didn't do it like, oh, Nick Fury's a dum dum now. It's like, no, it was
he's
like
pushing people's buttons to see how they're reacting.
Yeah.
So he knows where everyone stands, and that's what I'm saying. I feel like the chess pieces are going what side each one of them are going on, and he knows how he's going to react to each one.
Yeah, like the wife part was one. I'm like, he has to know she's a Skrull. If they made it where he didn't know, then that means even like old school Nick Fury was stupid, you know, and that's not true. So I was like, of course he knew. And then I'm glad they put that to bed, you know, really quick, put that to rest really quick. It was like, oh no, he knew, you know what I mean? So, but yeah, the whole thing with the phone, you know, I was like, does Nick Fury know now? Because he's Nick Fury. He saw the phone. She left it there too. So I was like, did she want to get caught kind of thing? You know, and now it's kind of like.
That might be just something in your mind that you want. You don't want to, when you love someone, you really don't want to, you know, you want them to know if you're doing something stupid.
Yeah. So yeah, it's
what about the fact that, you know, remember when he puts the glasses on, he has it has those things like the Iron Man stuff. So like he can look through. It gives all the facts of what's going on. He can probably see through. He knows what information is being texted. He probably knows exactly what happened. Because he had the glasses on. He had his glasses on a couple of times in this episode when he sees like, or maybe he can see someone's heart beating. You know,
I'm sure you got all that stuff.
Like a human lie detector, like you got Meet the Fockers or something like that. You know, like I could tell your pulse. And it's funny because he asked her about Gravik and then she didn't answer. And he was like, he looked pissed off. And then he looked at the phone and he knew what was going on. And I thought that was pretty interesting. And but he still gave her a kiss. Like, dude, what? I guess, you know, if I left my wife for like 7 years to just go up to space, she'd probably be like that way too. So I can't blame her either.
Yeah. Well, then, like, I like how they even explained it all. It was like, I mourned you when I thought you were gone, you know, when you got dusted, which I'm like, oh, you know, that you forget about that, you know, and they constantly remind you a little bit, like, yeah, this happened. And you're like, oh, shit, you know, 5 years is a long time. But then she's like, you know, but then you left on purpose. You know, I was like, ooh, so it went from being sad to being mad. You know, and I'm like, ooh, okay. You know,
so he didn't come back and get no nothing. That's messed up.
Yeah, because I know that was like a rumor, like or a theory you thought, and that was kind of on the same board. Was like he would come back down every so often, and he did not. So I was like, ooh, you.
And then you was gonna walk in and be like, hey, what's up?
Hey, honey, I'm home. It was like, you like she didn't throw the coffee pot at you.
I would have felt better about it if she would have shot him. Now I could trust you.
He goes, I'm your husband. No, you ain't. Yeah, so I don't know. It's gonna be curious with that relationship because the way that ended with the phone call. So yeah, I know you already brought it up.
Heard that phone call. We heard that the person on the other end was definitely Rhodey.
Yeah,
Rhodey was definitely on. War Machine was on the other end, so that we knew that we heard him. So we know that Rhodey is a Skrull and working with Gravik.
Mm-hmm.
You know. Working with Gravik, so that means we said Rhodey could be a Skrull and the president could be a Skrull, and that's how Red Hulk ends up becoming president. So I think that's all going to exactly what we're going to see. That the president was a Skrull too, and he's all part of it, and we'll see how high it gets up in the U.S. government. Yeah.
I mean, if it goes to the president, how much higher can it get to past that? You know, but what if? But what if it's Rhodey playing the long game, you know, where he's like double agent kind of style kind of thing? You think that's a possibility?
No, I think Rhodey's in the warehouse because they start showing all those people still being in the under stasis in the warehouse. I think we're going to see Rhodey in the warehouse when they break in.
Yeah.
And that's going to be the start of Armor Wars. Like the real Rhodey will be out then. And now, because, you know, just like you've been trapped. Remember how Iron Man got trapped all those years, and he finally came back. He was like, "Let me get all my tech out of the wrong hands." I feel like Rhodey's gonna be trapped in it, and he's gonna come back and say, "I need to get all my tech for Tony Stark out of all these bad people's hands," and that's what Armor Wars is going to be about. So I feel like that it sets it up perfectly.
Mm-hmm. I can see that. What were you gonna say? You were gonna say something, Brandon, right?
No, I was saying it could definitely be possible. Rhodey could be playing the long game, but when it comes to what's going on, you know, in the context that we've gotten so far and how extensive the Skrull infiltration is being revealed to be, you know, I'm like, he's probably just a Skrull.
Yeah, I mean,
little stuff like you saw the general that they're talking about, the British general for it was a bunch he was still in his uniform, so he was probably snatched at some formal event, right?
Ooh.
So he was still in his uniform, and I'm thinking that most of these people are getting snatched in some type of formal event where that other scrolls are right there, and then they're just stepping right in, in their formal uniform and taking it over their lives.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm thinking the same thing with Rhodey. Like it was probably at some UN meeting
Yeah.
that they're taking all these people and just replacing them with it.
Mm-hmm.
Right around the time of Iron Man's dying and all the rest of the Avengers are leaving. That's when they're snatching them.
Yeah. Like when they're most vulnerable.
Exactly.
I could for sure see that. I could for sure see it. I didn't even think about that, about how that guy was still in his military outfit.
Like totally dressed up. I was like, whoa.
Yeah. So that it has to be like a party, some major event. And that's really interesting. I didn't even think about that. But I don't know. What do you guys think about Talos? Like, I like the argument he had with Nick Fury, because it fully explains this Nick Fury in the MCU of how he is, how he became what he was, and what's going on now. But I also like Talos with the I don't know, being so aggressive with Gravik. At the dinner, or not dinner, but the tea party, or whatever the hell it was, like getting coffee or whatever.
The parlay.
Yeah. I enjoyed that. Well, what do you guys think about Talos?
I feel like it's a mirror. I think when Talos and Nick Fury are looking at each other, they're looking at mirrors of each other, and how Talos was always a great general, but as people stop believing in him because he's getting older, he's getting slower, other people are starting to get the drop on him. Well, I think Nick Fury, the same thing. He's getting older, he's getting slower, people are starting to get the drop on him, and they're both going to be in that situation where they'll be looking at this machine that creates super scrolls, and the question is, do they use that machine because they're getting older to make them into something or make them feel younger, make them get into some of those powers that they need to have. If it's just healing, power, so you don't have the pain, maybe you still maintain your quickness or any of those things. I could see those things happening, or there's 5 lists of powers. So what if he does some of that to make them into the Fury that we get throughout the rest of the time, or the Talos is going to be around for the rest of this time. They can no longer be old. They could just be, who they are.
Yeah.
But I feel like they're mirrors of each other. They're both dealing with the same thing. They're being dropped by their people, just by Nick Fury's been dropped by his people. Like getting fired. Like all those things are just like mirror images of each other, and they're both right and they're both wrong. Like, yes, you did help Nick Fury get there, but Nick Fury is more than just what you made him. Nick Fury is still Nick Fury. He still had Captain Marvel. He still helped him out, helped him there. He still was that dude no matter what. He was already in the agency.
Yeah.
So it's like, I think I can see both sides, but I think they're the same. They mirror images of each other, and that's why they like each other.
Yeah. What do you think, Brandon?
Yeah, that's a great way of putting it. I didn't even really stop to think about that. Yeah, they are very much, mirror images of each other for the exact reasons that Brian just said. But I really do like that we're going more in depth with Talos. It was kind of hard to get a read on him in this introduction in Captain Marvel, but now that I think about it, we didn't see too much of Nick Fury other than the one who orchestrated the Avengers. I think the only other time we saw a kind of different side of him was his early days in Captain Marvel. So the way that seeing this side of him years later in the wake of what happened with the with the snap, I still refuse to call it the blood. And just kind of his day to day with his wife, and how he's adjusting. He's no longer the top dog. Coming back to Earth, which is a really interesting side to see. I like I like how they're fleshing out and showing more of these characters and treating them a little more rounded and fleshed out. That's another thing that I'm really enjoying about the show. How Fury and Talos centric it is. very much
Yeah.
out of their element, way past their prime, and very much in over their heads is something that I'm really enjoying about it.
Yeah. Every time I watch it, I feel like I watch a Lethal Weapon.
Kind of.
It
We're not
does,
too old for this.
it does have that buddy vibe to it. Yeah, I'm too old for this shit.
Yeah, I
Definitely.
definitely see that. I really enjoyed the part where Talos got serious. He's like, "Oh, you want to know why, like, they kicked me out and why, like, I'm not part of that group anymore?" He goes, "Because I chose you." I was like, "Damn!" Like, it kind of like if that didn't really show, like, Nick Fury, like, yeah, you
Who
do
your
have
real
friends,
friends
man.
are. Like,
Yeah.
but he's your
Or
friend,
any friends, Like,
and then
any-
but your wife is over there with Gravik.
yeah, exactly. You know, where like Talos always had faith in you from day one. Always had faith in you. You know, and your wife is just like, nah, you're gone for 5 years, so F off. You know, like she fell into that camp of like, you left us. You know, and I get like of that feeling of that's why I hear a lot of people are like, oh, Gravik's not a good bad guy. It's not realistic. I was like, that's the most realistic
It's
of
super
being
realistic.
abandoned,
Mhm.
and you were promised this life, and then you were used, and then you were abandoned. Like, yeah, you're gonna have a lot of people that are mad and filled with rage.
It wasn't even like for a little bit. It was for a long ass time. So it's 5 years he hit for the blip, and then he was going with another 8 years. So that's 13 years he was just gone.
Yeah. Was it another 8 years? I thought it was another 5 years. I don't remember.
I can't. I have to go back.
It's still a long time. It's still
I
a
got
long
to go back
time.
and see how long
Yeah.
he's been off Earth. I thought they said
Yeah.
8 years, but yeah, I cannot remember.
I don't remember. But yeah, I mean, just being gone for that long. So yeah, and all the people that didn't get snapped away, you know, they had to live through all that. I mean, granted, you have some of them that were probably snapped away, but that's a long time. You know, a long time where you're just like, damn.
Yeah.
You know, I get being abandoned, you know, and stuff like that, especially with everything that Gravik's already been through. You know, before, you know, back in the 70s when it all kind of started on Earth.
It looked like it was the early 90s.
Was it? Yeah, that's right, because it was after Captain
90s,
Marvel, so it was like
yeah.
92, 93 or something.
93, yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
He's like our age. Gravik is like our age.
yeah. Well, more or less, because they say time is different with them, so he's like age is slower or something
Hey,
like that.
time is different for me and Brandon too. What you talking about?
We got Cleves in the house. What's up, Cleves? I wonder what Fury's been doing in space. Well, Saber. They kind of hinted at that before.
Yeah.
You know, at was it No Way Home?
Mhm.
I think yes. That.
Here's my question: does Nick Fury remember who Spider-Man is?
Ooh.
Because he wasn't on Earth, so everyone on Earth will forget. But because he wasn't on Earth, does he remember who Spider-Man really is?
Interesting.
Did he ever actually know who Spider-Man really was? Because
Yeah.
he was.
Yeah,
That was Talos.
Before he left. No. So Talos
Okay.
didn't take over till after he left. After the blip.
Oh. No, but at the end of the Spider-Man movie, the one that Nick Fury, that's why he wound up falling for Jake Gyllenhaal's character, because that
Yeah, but
wasn't the real
like-
Nick Fury.
But that was the second movie. The first one, when Under Ruse was back in the Civil War.
Civil War.
So like he would have known about. And then remember they were going to announce Spider-Man as someone who's a part of the Avengers.
But
You know,
but also even that could have been when Talos was not Nick Fury, because
No,
remember in
because-
Age of Ultron, he eats a sandwich cut diagonally, which he said he don't like that.
yeah. Well,
So-
but his wife said you left 5 years, left for the snap, and then you left voluntarily after that. She
Yeah.
never said you left before then.
That's true. You know, they could have been splitting it, which is what I think it was like he could be at two places at once because he can be because of that.
That's interesting. That's something I actually heard about this episode. That you know what? There's not one Nick Fury in this episode. There's two.
What, Talos is the second one?
No, like that one Gravik has a Nick Fury look-alike. Because when he wears his glasses, he's one guy, and then when he's not wearing his glasses, he's the other. I don't know how much I believe in that, but I have to
don't
watch
know.
this episode again. But I did hear about that.
Yeah, I don't know. 'Cause I guess he could steal the look, right? But just none of the memories.
Yeah, he doesn't have to need any memory because it doesn't matter because he wasn't around anyway.
Yeah, yeah,
So I don't need any memories.
that's true. I heard a lot of theories on that. Yep. Star-Lord should know him, right? Star-Lord should know who
You should
Spider-Man
know. Yeah, you should.
is. Same thing. He's off.
Yeah.
He was off Earth. That'd be interesting with the next Spider-Man movie. You know, you can have a
How
few
they're
people-
going to bring him back in to the fold.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, man. I'm trying to think of so this is the big spoiler. So if you haven't seen this episode, you know, pause it and come back. Because we're gonna talk about the big part that happens towards the end. So here it is. Gaia got shot. And the way she got shot was like, I did not expect, like, he did not give a shit. Gravik did not care. She's like, no, you gotta stare me in the face. Before she was even done with the sentence, he's like, oh, you're dead. You know?
Yes, but did you notice the difference in Gaia? Because like when he came to question her the first time, and she was like, the other guy is the one that spilled the beach, not me.
Yeah.
But she wasn't scared of him. I think that's because she already had the super healing power.
Ooh.
She already had the super healing power then.
He used
So-
the thing.
Yep. So she was already a super Skrull. That's why she wasn't scared of him anymore. And that's the other reason why she was like, "Go ahead, shoot me, show me what you do, what you gonna do." And
Yeah.
she wasn't scared because once again, she had super healing power. She was gonna be able to heal. He'll be walk away, and then she'll be able to heal and go to her dad.
Yeah. I can see that. I mean, right now we only seen one Super Skull power, which was the was it Artemis healing thing from Iron Man 3?
Yeah.
You know,
But we in the commercials, we also in the trailers, we also saw Gravik with that the Groot
with like
arm.
the Groot arm. Yeah, we
Yeah.
just haven't
And-
seen it yet.
But then I feel like we saw Gaia as she like became light and lifted up off the ground. So I feel like
oh,
she's going to be a super Skrull, and that's the whole thing. I mean, she thinks she's a super Skrull, he's a super Skrull. So
yeah, they're gonna duke it out. I can see
Yeah.
that because then it makes sense. It's like because
there are two kids coming from the same area, but they're
exactly.
and once again another mirror image. Like you could be this way or you could have been this way.
Yeah.
And we chose two different paths.
Because that's like Nick Fury and Talos are from the old regime. You know, they do things a certain way and stuff like that. But now you got the new kids. You know, who are filled with anger and rage and betrayal and this and that. But one of them,
Went this
You know,
way, and the other one went this way.
you know, but you know,
One
it's-
had parent, and the other one
Yeah.
did not.
yeah, exactly. You know,
And Nick
but also
Fury
now
left.
she knows her mom's dead because of Gravik.
Yep.
You know what I mean? And then like he kills her like that. You know, just say. I'm pretty sure she's still alive, like you said.
Yeah.
Because you don't hire Amelia Clark for 3 episodes.
Well, we
Like,
see
yeah.
her in other things, part of other trailers. That's why I'm
Yeah.
saying that she has to be alive.
Yeah. But just say if she is dead, can you imagine Talos? How angry he would be. You took everything from me. You took my wife. You took my daughter. I'm going to kill you. Like I don't care about World War III. I am going to kill you.
He's
Yeah.
on the phone like Liam Neeson.
Yeah,
I have a
exactly.
particular set of
Liam
skills. That makes me a nightmare for people like you.
Yeah.
I mean, if in a room full of people that they'll turn to Gravik, they didn't turn into like their scroll face. They turned to Gravik when he stabbed him, you know, or was going to choke him, and he still stabbed him in the head when he talked
Yeah.
about his daughter. So he didn't care about. He didn't give a fuck about nobody. He was like, "You talk about my daughter, I don't care. Let's go down."
Yeah.
So like, if that's what it is, can you imagine that you find out you got shot? Oh boy.
You killed my daughter. Oh, he would lose it. That's why I was like, he's gonna lose. And I wonder if she's gonna let him believe it for a little bit. And I think he might start to lose it and then find out like she's not dead.
I
You
think
know.
she drags herself. She's still, the healing power is not instant, and she's still learning how to deal with it. And she drags herself, and she's healing slowly. And she tells him what's happening, but he finds out that Gravik shot her, and that's going to change. This 4, 5, 6 is going to go downhill. It's going to be like going down a huge slalom, like you're skiing, and you can't stop, and it's going to fly.
But I wonder if like that's also got pissed off Fury too, though. It means like Talos's family was pretty close to Fury. You would assume. Like he said he was very sad with the wife dying, and can you imagine like, oh, now you mess with his daughter, like my like little niece, kind of, so to say.
I wouldn't be surprised if Nick Fury doesn't put the patch on to the total end of this whole thing.
Yeah.
This whole thing is what pushes him back into being Nick Fury. This is his journey back to who he was.
Oh yeah, 100%.
And then, but I'm telling you, he could be part Super Skrull and get some powers, and then all of a sudden he's like, "Oh yeah, I'm Nick Fury. Now F for me. I was just a dude before. Now I got superpowers."
Yeah. So, I don't know. Anything else that I might have forgot about? I was trying to hit the big points of the episode.
I mean, just his wife is just so much to me. That was huge to me, that the wife would go and she got the gun. Was she going to kill Nick Fury, or was she going to go kill herself? Was she going to shoot? Because she looked at him. She got the gun. She looked at the dude like he needed to leave. So I don't know. I just saw that and I thought that was pretty interesting.
Yeah, I didn't even think about that. I just assumed Nick Fury. I don't know. What about you, Brandon?
She looked like she was looking back and forth, like she was being followed, and she didn't feel safe anymore.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Would make sense. Like the dude's always watching you.
That's a lot of, that's a lot of what the foundation of what this show's built on. Just kind of who's watching me, who can I trust no one, which is pretty cool. That's so I'd say that's what's really kind of maintaining my attention with this show.
It's a spy show. And then remember Nick Fury asked her, what were you doing since my absence? And she basically said, I went back to being a spy. So is she working? Is she working for Gravik, or is she working being a spy for something else? And we find that out too. But Nick Fury already knows because he looked at her phone with his glasses on.
Oh, you think the glasses?
Yeah, I think he sees everything. It's like a see-through. He can see everything that's going on.
I wonder if he just got all the data off of it like really quick, and I got everything from it. Like
they're like a miniature glasses from Spider-Man, like from Tony Stark, and he's able to get all the stuff from it, and he knows exactly what's going on.
Yeah.
And we start in 4, 5, and 6. We actually start seeing Nick Fury as being, this master chess player who has been 3, 4, 5 moves ahead. And that Maria Hill might not be dead because we saw all those people in stasis. She could have been a Skrull because we never saw the body.
Because Colby Smulders came out and said it on whatever social media or interview or whatever. She's like, yeah, that wasn't my decision, but I still love the character, blah blah blah. But I'll still be the character in the cartoon. And I was like, oh, what? I mean, she could be lying. She could be lying.
That's a super Marvel way to do it things though too. So
but it really made it seem like she didn't like that. Which I don't blame her. Who wants to leave the MCU? It's like, I want to be in that shit as long as I can.
Give me the paycheck forever. Come on, man. I mean, she doesn't have to worry about paychecks. Come on.
I mean, she's gonna
have a How I Met Your Mother paycheck every month on the first.
Yeah, exactly.
The 1st and 15th, she's good.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, it's made it seem like she's gone. So,
did we see a chink in the armor of Gravik because he doesn't trust anybody?
And he's so paranoid.
He's so paranoid that he will lose all the people that are around him that he trusts.
I can see that.
And that's going to be his undoings. That everyone that was in his circle that he trusted leaves him, and they do what's best for the Skrulls, and they just kind of the other Skrulls, and they let him be left to die. That's why we gave you power, because we're going to go ahead and let you die. We're going to sacrifice you. Well, if it works, it works. If it doesn't, we're sacrificing you.
Yeah. I can see though. I guess like he's the opposite of Nick Fury, where Nick Fury is like, listen, I did all the lying and espionage and spying, but I never made my friends enemies, more or less, more or less. Where Graphic is just like I don't trust anybody now, like
Ever.
you read on me, yeah. So, I mean, and it's like you can't lead that way when you can't trust anybody. You can't lead. So
you can't have a team.
Yeah, you can't have a team. You can't trust people with secrets. So you're done. You're done right off the bat. You're done. That is interesting.
That's also interesting because the name of this episode was Betrayed,
Mhm.
and everybody in the episode got betrayed. Right, every single person
Pretty much.
in the episode got betrayed. It was crazy.
Yeah. I always forget to look at titles. I was like, oh yeah, whatever. It's the title of the episode, but
It's like Ravi got betrayed by Gaia. I mean, just everywhere you look, someone got betrayed. The British MI6 lady was betrayed by somebody. Like it's awesome.
yeah. Or even Olivia Colman was like betrayed by Nick Fury because she found the little little eye.
But the eye thing on the owl.
Yeah.
And then she put the eye patch on him.
That was hilarious. It's like she's not even mad. She's like, oh, okay. I expect it. Yeah. But yeah, and then Horgy said, oh yeah, she's on that Moon Girl cartoon.
Yeah.
So she voices Maria Hill on the cartoon. So
Oh yeah, I was kind of wondering because it was slipping my mind, what she was voicing.
yeah. I don't think I've seen many episodes of that Moon Girl stuff, but
I have
yeah, well, yeah, it's right up your alley.
Devil, Dinosaur, Moon Girl. Come on, man.
Yeah.
It's on Disney Plus. You gotta check it out. And I got the comic books. It's pretty cool too.
Yeah, she's a cool character. Devil Dinosaur. But I don't. Anything else that I left off that you guys think of?
No, I mean that's pretty much all the little stuff. I mean, I'm sure there are other Easter eggs that we just haven't, seen. But I thought that was the gist for this movie. I mean, this show, and this one, it was a good one. It had a lot of hidden meanings in it.
Yeah. I'm liking this. Like Brandon, I think you said earlier, each episode's getting better. It started off kind of okay. Second, I like this one. I really like, and I think it's gonna get kicked up a notch for the second half of this series.
Same. I think they're really doing good, emphasizing the severity of this global threat, but at the same time, it just feels more. I appreciate that it feels, despite the scope, it feels a little smaller and more just kind of centered and just very much in its own corner. That's my favorite thing about it. We're so used to Marvel stuff, laying Easter eggs like, hey, there's this character, or hey, there's this character, or hey, this is what we're building up to, or hey, Kang's coming soon, or so it's really nice to see something that's a little more, like you said, kind of isolated, and kind of closed off. Just focused on telling this particular story in its own corner.
Yeah, I like it. But I like it also. Like it's telling its story, but it's gonna lead into the bigger stuff later. But because like obviously he's gonna be back to the old Nick Fury by the time it's over, because Marvel's is coming out, and you need to have the Nick Fury you last saw on the big screen. So
I like that it's very focused on like the now, if that makes sense. Like just to draw a comparison, like Quantumania wasn't really focused on being an Ant-Man story so much as it was just focused on being like one big trailer for Kang.
Yeah.
So I like that they're focusing on this particular story above all.
Yeah. Which I like.
Don't you think that the story is really about human beings on Earth and all the stuff that they had to deal with, and all the things we saw with the Avengers and all this other stuff, all the things they had to kind of rationalize and deal with, and why I left all these countries, afraid with less power because they has all these superhuman people that are able to do these things, and now they've done other things like the fact that you had two keys turning something, that means it's what, a nuclear missile, stuff like that. So I mean, like we have enough stuff at our arsenal to destroy ourselves, and it's like you're seeing what the possibilities are from the human race because of all the consequences from everything else, from all the movies that we've seen. And it's like in our world, what we will have to deal with, where we have idiots in control of with their hand on the button.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that is interesting to look at it, you know, because like Graphic flat out tells you is like, yeah, human beings don't care about each other. Why would they care about us or anything else? So it's like, let's get rid of them and start over. You know, it's like, damn, you know, but that's a little crazy.
Hey, what'd you think about the dog thing that Taylor said? It's like, why do you guys understand? I don't understand the relationship between humans and dogs. Say, and it feels like his man best friend. I mean, this is what he is. And he was like, so you have that type of relationship, and then you pick up the poop from the dog? Like, I don't understand. You're a master. He's the servant, and you pick up his poop. That's, you know, I thought that was kind of cool.
Yeah.
But it shows that you can live on Earth with another species and enjoy them. And I think that's where it was getting to. Like, these two species can still coexist at the same time.
Yeah.
Huh. Didn't stop to think about that. Yeah.
You know, I think that I think it's an overall theory or overall thing that we're getting for the show. These two things can coexist. These two species can coexist.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, also, who was it? I think because Gravik made it seem like, oh yeah, I'll just say a few things, push a few buttons, kill a few people, and they'll do the rest of the work. But and then Talos was telling that, it was like,
you're wrong.
You're wrong, because humans are the best when they're being threatened, when they have their back to the wall, kind of thing.
When you have one clear problem.
One enemy.
Like, didn't you watch Independence Day?
They didn't get that in the MCU.
You cannot give them one villain. We'll all become heroes, and we'll follow Will Smith to victory.
You can slap everybody.
Exactly. Just go around slap everybody.
Slap all the damage. Well, that's what he was doing. He was just testing out, see if Chris Rock was a squirrel.
Exactly.
That's what he was doing. But yeah, I think it's a good episode, man. It does a lot of like looking at yourself, as a human race kind of thing, and I don't know. I'm really enjoying it. It's not high action, but did you guys expect high action from this show?
No.
Super spy. This is a spy series. This was secret invasion. But they didn't say there's going to be lethal explosion. Like it said, secret invasion, like sneaking around. Like what?
I always assumed that this was going to be something, just kind of less action oriented, spy, like Brian said, spy espionage, kind of political thriller vibe to it. Very nice.
So I've been reading these, and besides the whole thing, everything being with all the superheroes, it's very much a secret. There is not a lot of just people dying all over the place. It's not like a lot of fighting. It's a secret, So that's what I'm saying. That's why exactly what I thought.
Yeah. It pretty much delivers what I expected.
Yeah. So, and not everything needs to be, Michael Bay explosions and this and that, and like a good spy thriller kind of thing, and trying to figure out who's on what side and who's the bad guy, who's the good guy, like who's really working for who kind of thing, So I'm digging it. I'm liking it. So and I'm super excited to see the end of it all. You're really curious. So I'm just glad we got Super Scrolls. I did not see that coming, because I'm like, how are they going to do it? It makes no sense.
Yeah,
and they did it well.
I was
at the beginning.
To see how they.
Yeah,
it is so fast. That was awesome.
Yeah. They did not waste any time. But
what do you think we get for episode 4, real quick?
Oh yeah. There you go. Let Brandon go first.
Obviously more in depth. Yeah, obviously more in depth with Rhodey or whoever the Skrull is, masquerading as Rhodey. How instrumental he is in all this in terms of how he fits in the Gravik's ultimate plan. I think that that's like I said last week and the week before. I'm not really sure what to expect with this show, and I don't even feel comfortable speculating. So I'm very much taking baby steps when it comes to my answers for that because that's all I can take. So beyond Rhodey and what part he plays, probably more of the conception of the Super Skrulls, probably more of the intricacies of that plan, potentially like being like further set in motion. I think that there's probably going to be a little bit of a pissing contest and like a power struggle, and maybe even more tension between Fury and Talos potentially.
Yeah, really.
Yeah, I could see that. For at least one more episode. We're coming up on episode 4 of 6. Really, just how deep this rabbit hole goes with the Skrull infiltration, what their master plan is. I think that's what the show's been kind of doing anyway. Each episode.
Okay.
Yeah. I can see Talos and Nick Fury getting a little bit more, because I think the worst is done. I think they're going to still stick around together, but I can see them bickering some more before they realize they're like, okay, we are best friends and we're almost like brothers at this point. So yeah, you're going to have that. It needs to come to that realization. And it's going to come probably episode 5, I think. Where they realize they're like, oh yeah, we are on the same side. We need to stop this silly, like I'm better than you, or you do this because of me, or I did that because of you, kind of stuff.
Yeah.
But I see Gravik really starting to lose the grip a little bit more. That's what I really start seeing, and him killing her is gonna start that slope. He's gonna start like, oh, I'm gonna kill you too because I can't trust you, and it was like, what are you gonna do when, you have this the council or whatever they're called. It's like those are people that are on camera that are seen all the time. You can't just kill one of those people because you don't trust them. So
he did already.
Who?
Didn't he shoot somebody at the meeting?
Oh yeah, he did. yeah. Like
he was talking too much stuff. I feel like he shot him in the head.
Yeah, he did. He killed somebody. So it's gonna be interesting. I don't know. Do you just replace him with something? I don't know, but Gravik's gonna fall off the deep end, and I think that's gonna be how he ultimately ends up. Losing everything is too big for his britches, kind of thing. That's like the old men are gonna come in like, see, kiddo, like it's not as easy as you thought it was. That's what I see happening. With Nick Fury and Talos coming back, but yeah. That's what I think.
Okay. I think Emilia Clarke, find out about her being a Super Skrull. I feel like she gets to her dad, Talos. I think Talos and Nick Fury put away their stuff once they see her being damaged or being hurt. Yeah. And they put it away. And it's something that Talos said when he said, the whole thing about, I stayed with you. I chose you. I think that really is going to resonate with Nick Fury. And now he's going to see his daughter. And he's like, you chose me. Now I choose you. And they're going to be working. They're going to be on the same page from now on. I think Gravik will be starting to have chinks in his armor because he's still a child when you're dealing with a grown up who's dealing with this many years. These old grown people be dealing with all these years and not making those big mistakes that you're making. And he's going to make one mistake too much. He's also going to probably put all those powers in him. He's going to have all, because I don't trust anybody else, put it all in me. So it's going to be for the Gravik that at the beginning he was saying, remember the cause, and then it's going to be more now towards the end. Gravik's going to be like, it's all about me. The cause is me. Instead of what he said at the beginning, the cause is the cause. I'm just a vessel. Now it's about the cause is me. After everything else.
Yeah, and because whatever I want it, whatever I say is the cause.
And that's what's going to lose all his people, and people are going to turn on him, and that's where we're going to end up getting. But I think that's what's going to happen in this next episode, and and I think we're going to see more Rhodey.
Yeah, we gotta get that. Gotta get that. But cool. Yeah, we'll leave that right there, and
Ooh,
get ready for the next.
What if
you
Nick
got?
Fury's wife kills the Skrull Rhodey?
She's so up in the air. I don't know what she's gonna do, man. I don't know what she's doing. She's the wild
He called
card.
her. He said, "You need to come to me." She has the gun. She shoots him and kills him, and chooses. She chooses Nick Fury too.
Yeah, at the end of the day, I think that's what it is. You know.
That would be cool.
I'd be interested. But she's the wild card for me. She can go either way, and I would not be surprised. But all right, now we're for sure leaving that one there, and we're gonna move on to our next topic. But before we do, we just want to say thank you to everyone in chat. Cleese, Bigger Ford, or Geek. Thank you guys for coming in, hanging out with us for this one. Like I said, a lot of people aren't watching this show. I hope it starts changing and the hype gets a little bit more bigger and like, oh, hey, it's really good. You know, you're getting things. I think we all like it from the sounds of it. So, but we want to hear from you guys. We want to know what you think about Secret Invasion. Do you hate it? Do you like it? Is it boring? You know, are you just over Disney Plus MCU shows? But leave a comment. Let us know what you think. And also hit that subscribe button. We're 30 people away from 1,000.
Yes.
So, you know, once we get to 1,000, we're gonna have a nice big giveaway and we're gonna have a big event. It's gonna be a fun show that we do. So make sure you hit that subscribe button and join us live every Monday and Thursday. And you too could be part of the show. But thank you guys. Appreciate all you guys. We will see you guys in the next episode. If you're watching live, stick around. We are gonna move on to our next topic. Cool.
Could you tell that I really like this episode?
I really did too. Towards the end of it, I was like, I'm like, okay, like I am excited about it.
Yeah, I really like it.
I was
Like I said,
I was thinking about
feel
all this
like
stuff.
engaged by the show.
It was very it's engaging. You're 100% right, B. It brought you in, drew you in, and now I'm hooked. I was like, damn it, he got me.
Yeah. Just the whole scene with Nick Fury. I just thought about right now the Nick Fury at when he went back home. It just reminded me. I don't know if it was me or if he just had that the Frozo voice. You know, I was just like,
Where's my super suit?
and then where's my eye patch? Yeah.
It'll be like, why do you need it?
Yeah.
I'm all the eye patch you need.
But yeah, she was good. You know, all these people are like, oh, like, he doesn't know. I'm like, of course he knows. He's still Nick Fury. Like, come on.
Yeah,
He's
he
still
didn't
Nick
lose
Fury.
everything. Come on, guys.
Yeah. There was a couple trailers. Watch at least two. Where the hell is it? There's a new Killer Flower Moon None 2. It's a Warner Brothers though.
Oh.
But Bob Marley.
Ooh.
The Bob Marley came out today. And it's something we haven't watched yet.
Oh no, we about to watch that right now. Let's go.
I'm looking for another. I know there was another one.
Yeah.
The Haunting in Venice looked not good. I was like, I'm over that. A Corner Office came out earlier today. I have no idea what that is even about.
All I know is, you guys,
I
I
don't even think I've heard of
want to
that.
warn everybody, The Witcher, I'm going to be all over that ish next week. Just so you all know. I've only seen 2.5 episodes.
Okay.
I'm in
I
episode
watched
3.
just episode 1. That's all I had a chance to watch.
This is good,
Oh.
man.
I gotta start watching it.
Yeah. People are saying it's good.
It's really good. Even though it's not getting great numbers on Netflix, but I think it will.
Oh, no?
Yeah.
I thought the reviews were doing pretty good.
It's good, but I don't think that, we're not getting great numbers.
Yeah, we'll do 2 trailers and then call it a night.
All right, let's go.
Yeah. Oh, there's still that Dumb Money trailer. About the GameStop.
Oh yeah.
Stonk thing. Yeah.
That's
But,
stock.
yeah, but for sure the Bob Marley, and we could check out this other one, this Corner Office with John Hamm.
Yeah, better than watch The Nun too. With me, I ain't doing it. I'm leaving. I'm off.
I mean, one, it's Warner Brothers, so it's gonna get copyright claimed. And then two, it's kind of like I didn't really care for the first one. So
I don't care for anything scary, so whatever. I'm all for it.
for you. I'm gonna get this set up. Let's see what we got. Comment. But Brad said, "Promise I'm going to start watching Secret Invasion."
You're gonna enjoy it, B. I'm telling you, man.
I think it's fun.
Oh yeah. He's a trailer for the PPP loan gone.
The Tubi movie.
Yeah, you ever seen the trailer for that?
No. Yeah, what is it called?
PPP loan gone. So that came out like last year, but I remember it was pretty good, man.
Is it about the PPP loans?
Yes, it is.
Okay.
Let's just do the first one first, and then the PPP loan gone is hilarious.
It's a year ago.
Yeah, but it's like Sisu, like it's like that, like because it was one of those small festivals, and then they're gonna re-release it. So yeah.
Okay. Do that. But
sorry.
You're good. I like stuff like that. Like not Moneyball. What the hell? The one about the home house crash.
The housing market one. Oh, I know.
Yeah.
What you're talking about.
The Christian Bale was in it. Like every famous person was in it. Why can't I think of the name?
The Big Short.
The Big Short.
The Big Short, exactly.
Which you just want to punch something as you watch that movie. You're just like, what the you get so angry, man. So angry with that shit. But all right, let's watch the Bob Marley one first, and then we'll see.
All
right. Welcome to Spoiler Kings. My name is St. Kramer. Brian the Grizzly over here. Brandman Brandon, and we're gonna check out the brand new Bob Marley. What happened? I saw him like with his hands up, and then he went away.
Usually, I'm the one that happens to.
I hit a button. I was like, "Oh man," and then that was it. That's all.
That was it. There you go.
Let's try this one more time.
Do one more time. All right. All right. Welcome to Spoiler Kings. My name is St. Kramer, Brian the Grizzly, Brandman Brandon, and we got to check out the new Bob Marley One Love teaser trailer. It's set to release 2024, so we're getting it a little bit early, but it's just it is a almost 3-minute teaser. Does that count as a teaser?
I don't know. That's a full trailer.
Yeah, teaser's like a minute. Like this is 3 minutes. I don't know if that's a teaser, but the trailer came out today. Where is it trending? It is number 9 on trending on YouTube. So, I have not seen it. I don't know if you guys seen it or not.
Nope, but I'm definitely interested.
Okay, cool. So let's check it out, and then we'll talk about it. Put it up. Let me know if you guys can hear it.
Hope you like jamming too.
Oh, you want to start?
From the beginning. Reggae is a people music. People coming together.
Ooh, yeah.
You know you're a superstar.
All right. Well, jamming.
I'm a superstar.
I want to jam it with you. In the room, say no foul. We
There's a war going on.
We're jumping,
You can't separate the music and the message.
cause every day we pay the price.
And what is the message?
Sacrifice.
Peace.
Oh, life is worth much more than gold.
Bob, they try to kill you and your wife. And now you're choosing to return to Jamaica to play a peace concert? Don't you fear for your life?
So we gonna walk through the roads of creation.
My life is not important to me.
Are you satisfied
My life is for people.
with the life you're living?
Do you really think this world will make it?
Yes. There's no other way.
Exodus,
That's the source of your strength.
we know where we're from. When we ran Babylon, we're going to our fatherland. We know where we're going. We know where we're from. Open your eyes. Look within. Now, 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 now. Are you satisfied? Are you satisfied with the life you're living?
One love, one heart, one destiny.
All right. What you guys think?
Great year for Kingsley Ben-Adir, huh? Between Secret Invasion and good last couple months for him. But between this and Secret Invasion, definitely looks like he's channeling and embodying Marley. You know, kind of looks like a standard biopic. But I think the performances are going to be the best thing about it, especially him. You know, it's really like one of those roles that's really going to kind of make or break the movie, I think. So,
Yeah.
you know, a lot weighs on his, or a lot depends on his performance. It looks like he's going to nail it, as far as I can tell.
Yeah, he looked good. He looked good. And I wonder if Secret Invasion, being what is a bigger Marvel Disney kind of thing, I wonder if that put him more in the spotlight, where more people will be curious to see how he is as Bob Marley, and then obviously Bob Marley being the icon he is.
Yeah.
So.
I think the trailer kind of ticked a lot of boxes that you'd associate with a musician biopic. Kind of explodes on the scene. Something tragic happens. He has to do something to rise above it. And then, of course, we know how this movie's probably going to end. But yeah.
That's the one thing I got to say about this. Bob Marley is such an icon, and if you really want to know his story, you know his story.
Yeah.
And it's such a strong story, and it seems like they're going to show him warts and all. So, Bob Marley is a very one love, free love type person. Yes, he had a wife, but he also has done his other stuff, whatever. And it's all encompassing for the man. This man who's a good man in a lot of aspects, but could be looked at as his own problems. He has his own problems too. And the tragedies he's going through. But it humanizes an icon. And I think anytime you do that, you're going to really have, a big following, and people are going to want to see it. And I'm saying he looks amazing. Kingsley looks amazing as Bob Marley, and I think I'm excited to see this. I think it's one of those things that you're going to really, really enjoy.
Yeah. Obviously, I mean, having stuff like this, we got it with Bohemian Rhapsody. You know, the music needs to be spot on, and just from the trailer, from beginning to end, there's constant music. You know, the whole time. You know, and it sounded good. And I'm assuming usually they do it where the actor sings their version, you know, of it, you know, so it's
I don't know if you can, but I don't know if you can do that with Bob Marley. Bob Marley's songs are so well known, so epically known.
No, but he sings the lyrics instead of Bob Marley. You know what I mean? They did it with
yeah, you could do that because Bob Marley's not hard to imitate.
Yeah, that too. You know, they usually do it with these, you know, musical biopic kind of films. But yeah. Also, Lashana Lynch was the wife.
Yeah, the wife.
She's always good. Man, she just never has her. I don't say like main role, but she's never the main character. But she is a great supporting actress.
She is.
So,
Woman King. She just been a lot. I mean, even Doctor Strange. I mean, she's been in a lot of movies.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
I love her. So. Yeah.
Me too.
Yeah. So she's good. It definitely is good.
There's some kind of artists, you know, as a black guy, you know, there's some music that, you know, reggae is, you know, up there like with hip hop and R&B for me. You know what I'm saying? Like reggae is historically, you know, a very black culture, very cultural. You know, just black culture, but it's cultural as in for the world. And reggae is one, like the number one. And Bob Marley is reggae. Like when you think reggae, first thing you think of is Bob Marley. So seeing a biopic about that type of, you know, a person, this type of icon, I think it's huge. So I'm all for it, man. I hear what L saying though.
Well, we go through the comments. Brandon said, "I will for sure be going to see that because he was so iconic before my time. I do love his music." Yeah. I mean, his music is like you said, it's very. It's so big that everybody knows it. Everybody knows about Marley song. So, but who's the guy playing him? Kingsley Benadir? Benadir?
Yeah.
Benadir. Yeah, so he's in right now Secret Invasion. He's the main villain of Secret Invasion.
That's why Brandon doesn't know that because he hasn't watched Secret Invasion yet.
But Jorge said he's also in the Barbie movie as a Ken. So
I can see him.
Yeah,
he's so proper. I see him being badass.
Yeah. Ken. Yeah.
Forgot how stacked that Barbie cast is.
Yeah. Every attractive kind of person in Hollywood is in that stupid movie, including was it Michael Cera? I think is in it. He plays the ugly buddy, Michael Cera. Then Brandon said, right, political struggle, personal hardship, deaf normal biopic. I'm for sure on this one.
But that's really his story. This is, you know, how people died and all that stuff. That's very much his story.
Yeah. I hate that the Jimi Hendrix movie with Andre 3000 didn't get a lot of play. Man, that was so good. I really enjoyed that. I love Jimi Hendrix. You know, it's the same thing. He's like another person where no matter what, you know a Jimi Hendrix song.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but yeah, that was such a great movie. I don't even know who produced that one. It just didn't get any marketing. And Andre 3000 did a really good job. I did not know what he was going to do.
He plays all those instruments.
Yeah,
Andre 3000 wanted to be Prince. He went to the musical arts school in Atlanta. I mean, the dude knows how to do everything. He sings, dances.
Yeah.
He plays like 18 different instruments. Andre 3000 is amazing. So he's not just a great rapper. He's a producer. I can't wait for his album.
He's a music man.
He's unbelievable. His new album is going to be coming out very soon. So I can't wait for that.
I checked that. I didn't know. But yeah, the Jimi Hendrix movie was awesome. And Chadwick sang his songs in the James Brown movie.
Another person who went to performance art school.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a great actor. Yeah. And L said,
Not into
"Not into the wig, but we'll watch."
What you talking about, man? This ain't wig. No, I'm saying.
It was like, you seen that video of the girl in the club? She's got like the weave on, but it's hot, so she like lifts
She
up
takes
the
it
front.
off.
It's like, in front of the air. Yeah. Well, no, she like lifted it up so she get air under it. It's so hot. You ever seen that one? And she sees somebody recording, she puts it back down.
I can just see it like lifted up the waist front as the fan comes on.
Well, I'll
way
send
behind
it to you. It was funny. Yeah, not Michael Cera. Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. Like, yeah, he's not Ken. He's Ken's best friend, not Ken. Yeah, I forgot what the name, but he's like the ugly friend. You know, so it's so stupid. I hate Michael Cera though, but yeah, he always plays an asshole. That's why. That's Michael.
Who's the other? What's she playing?
Yeah.
The other Barbie, the one who's like with the tattoos and everything on the Barbie, the one that she goes to ask about what's going on with her.
Oh, yeah, Laura McKinnon. Yeah, it was her. Kate
McKinnon.
Yeah. Yeah, she's another Barbie, but she's a Barbie that like got drawn on and haircut.
Yeah,
and,
the real Barbie that you usually see in the bottom of the toy chest.
Yeah, yeah, she's that Barbie.
But I always thought that I saw her, I was like, hey, she looks just like Cynthia.
Yeah.
from Rugrats.
Yeah,
that's just me though.
Yeah. Yeah, best friend makes more sense. Yeah. No, he is not a Ken. Yeah, Kingsley Benadire is a Ken, not Michael Cera. Yeah, man. I don't know. This is when's the release date? Let's see, let me bring this down. Let's see what we got. It just says coming to theaters 2024. So, January 12th, 2024. So right at the beginning of the year.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's what we need to love. Yeah, January 12th, 2024.
Yeah. So.
We need more love in this world. Come on, guys. 2024, bring more love.
And then here it's produced in partnership with the Marley family.
That's good. That's good.
They got the okay, which is always a big deal, big important kind of thing when you're doing a biopic. Like, you want the family to be like on board, you know, and support it. So.
I mean, I know what happens is you usually do make them look better than they usually really are, but a lot of times you get behind the scenes stuff. You get a lot of information that you wouldn't have gotten without those type of things. So I enjoy that. I enjoy when you have the family going on along with it.
Yeah, it seems to be more true. You know, you'll get, like you said, behind the scenes, like private conversations that you wouldn't have otherwise. You know,
exactly.
You know, granted, things are still going to be changed because it is a movie and things need to flow a certain way. But you know, I think you still tell a good story. That's mostly true. That's when MLK Day, the same weekend as Tom Hanks' MLK movie. Stop.
Just stop.
I seen that poster going around.
Yeah, like literally, I would riot if anything like that happened. I would riot. Let me let you guys know.
Yeah. Oh man. But anything else on this trailer?
Oh, awesome. One love. I'm all for it.
Good. But cool. That's our reaction for the Bob Marley One Love trailer. Leave a comment down below. Let us know what you think about this one. Do you like it? Do you not really listen to Bob Marley? Are you still going to check it out? Let us know, you know, if this is kind of up your alley. You know, just, I think as a music person, if you like music, you definitely know Bob Marley and understand stuff like that. So, you know, I think if you're a music person, you should definitely check it out. It looks good. We are probably going to review that. That might be one of our first ones for the year next year. But yeah, there's that. So leave a comment, let us know. Hit the subscribe button, hit that like button. If you see any cool videos you like on our channel, please share them. We're trying to get to 1,000. We're almost there. We're so close. We're 30 people away. 30 away. So we're gonna do a nice big giveaway once we hit 1,000. So don't want to miss out on that. But appreciate it, and make sure you join us every Monday and Thursday so you too can be part of the show live, like everyone we had down below, our nice little chat members. So appreciate all you guys hanging out in chat. But that's it for this one. If you're watching live, stick around. We're gonna talk about something else. And if you're watching on replay, appreciate you guys. But let's move on.
Awesome. So what you gonna watch?
I'm trying to see what the hell this is even about.
The PP loan gone. It's all those people that got the PPP loan, and what you gonna do with all the money once money's gone? You owe back taxes. What you gonna do?
See, but can that movie even be made now because they've forgiven so much of the PP loans already? So it's like supply to get it forgiven, and the government says, "Cool, it's gone." So it's like a year ago, maybe that was an issue, but not today. Fucking $47 million or whatever it is, or however billion dollars, whatever the hell it was, and we're like, oh, thanks, but fuck me with my student loans.
Exactly.
So,
Right.
Yeah.
I only have one semester of student loans, and I'm never going to pay it off. I literally pay them $100 a month just because I'm never going to give them the whole money. So one semester, I'm just never going to do it. I played football the rest of the time, so I'm just not going to do it.
Oh, so you only had to say, that's right. Yeah, you told me about
one
that.
semester, so that's it. I'm just going to pay it off. Use all 30 years. $1 here and $1 here.
What's the minimum? What's the minimum? Here's the minimum.
That's it.
Yep. No, don't do that. I was only joking. Don't play it. I do want to check it out. I do want to watch it because I like something.
I'm
like
actually watching it, man. It's terrible. Let's watch the other one.
I don't know what this one is either. It's called Corner Office. John Hamm is on it. Danny Puddy, Christopher Heyerdahl. So I like Danny Puddy. He's from Chicago. He's a Chicago guy.
Really?
Yeah.
And that's what we're watching.
I'm so upset that Danny Puddy and Donald Glover aren't like BFFs in real life, because that's the vibe I got from Community. I'm like, oh, these guys are like legit like friends, right? And they're not. I mean, they're cool and they hang out and stuff, but they're not like the friends I envision in my head, But yeah, Danny Puddy's from Chicago. He's Indian and Polish. So dude speaks Indian and Polish and English. So yeah,
That's crazy.
Indian and Polish, and speaking all those languages. Well, that's why they even bring it up in. Let me change the layout. They bring it up in Community.
Wait.
Like.
I'm literally reading this right here. Let me just read this. It says, the reason behind their connection was that the actors Daniel and Danny were also best friends in real life. The two met quite often and shared more than a few lives off the screen as well. Their banter was natural. Their rap scenes never felt forced because they were natural and they did it all the time. They're actually very pretty funny together, and they do hang out. That's what it literally says.
Danny Puddy came out and said, he's like, yeah, we don't.
Probably not anymore. Because now he's childish Gambino. I'm above you.
After the show, I'm sure he just like. Well, that was the big issue too. Is like, is Donald Glover coming back for the movie? And finally, we got the yes, he is. Like a few weeks ago, he's coming back. So, but yeah, Danny Puddy came out like a couple years ago.
He's like, I ain't talked to him since like 2018.
Whenever that season it was. But yeah, he's from Chicago. I think he's from like I forgot what part of Chicago. I think it was like
Showbiz Cheat Sheet said they used to be good friends.
Yeah, during the show
up until 2020.
Up until 2020. So, I mean, I get things happen. We started having kids, and
look, I'm blaming the pandemic.
Yeah, but
PPP loans. PPP loans the reason.
Yeah. But I can't wait to see Troy and Abed on screen together again. Like, I love Community. I thought it was great. Season 1, 2, and 3 was great. The non-Dan Harmon seasons were but the ending was okay enough. But those first 3 seasons are gold. Yeah.
Whenever I think Dan Harmon, I think that angry voicemail that Chevy Chase left him.
Yeah. Oh
funny.
yeah.
You're not funny. You're okay.
Chevy Chase. Oh my god.
But that's what everyone said was like all the other cast members were just like, he didn't get the jokes. So he was doing the thing and all this, but at the end of the scene, he'd be like, I don't get it. And everyone's laughing. So it's like, what? It's like, because he's just an old man that doesn't get the joke. So,
well, he's also an old angry dude. Yeah. Yeah. That's what he was.
Yeah. Did y'all ever see Doll with Dan Harmon and Anna? No.
Don't think I have.
I know which one you're talking about because it's like Anna Kendrick finds out her boyfriend has like a sex doll, so they go on like a trip together, and like the sex doll starts talking and hanging out with like Anna Kendrick. It's a really weird movie. I saw the trailer. I never seen the movie though, so I'm not sure.
Dummy.
How it?
It's a TV series.
What?
Dummy.
Is it a TV series? I thought it was a movie.
TV series.
Okay.
You've already messed up if you need a sex doll when you have Anna Kendrick right there.
It was a Quibi show. Oh, it was Quibi. That lasted for like a day. Like Quibi.
It was around for at least 9 days. Come on, man. Give it a break.
Yeah. I actually forgot all about Quibi until you mentioned it just now.
Yeah, exactly. Oh man, but yeah,
You know,
I like.
They tried though. They tried. I'm not even mad.
Yeah. All right, let's watch this last one, and we'll call it a night.
All right, I got some comic books to read because it was a really big independent comic book drop this week.
Was there?
There's a lot.
I gotta go
get there.
get my stuff. Yeah, but her boyfriend was Dan Harmon. Wait, her boyfriend was Dan Harmon? You gotta go watch him real quick.
Oh no, let's watch this trailer.
All right, and then we'll call it. All right. I just don't want you. I don't want your bladder blowing up.
Hey, we might look young, but we actually old in real life. Yeah. And I don't know what this we is. He might look young, but we both old in real life.
I know Brandon looks the youngest out of all of us, and he's the oldest.
That's all right. Kids, add 5 years to you.
I was just gonna say,
I got 2 of them.
Yeah. Oh man. All right. Let's watch this trailer and then.
Exactly why I'm so cool not having any right now.
Keep on saying right now. It's gonna happen.
I know.
But I'm good. I'm free. Dun dun dun.
Like,
thought you made it at 45, and then next thing you know, you just realize you're gonna be old dad. That's all. That's all right.
Yeah, I know. Now you need to stay in shape.
Exactly.
No time to work out. You're like, damn it. Oh my god, that's too real. All right, let's get out of here. Let's do this. All right. All right, welcome to Spoiler Kings. My name is St. Kramer with Brian the Grizzly, Brandman Brandon, and we're gonna check out a new trailer called Corner Office, starring John Hamm, Danny Putty, a few other people. I have no idea what this is at all, so we're going in blind. Yeah, so let's check it out, and then we'll talk about it.
Hello, Orson. We try to think about the floor.
Of course, naturally. I had gotten used to being one of the leaders in my last job. I was determined to build up the same position at work.
That's how the coffee machine works. This is how the blinds work.
Whenever anyone looked at me, I fired off a broad smile. A smile disarms your opponent and makes them doubt their own enmity. I stuck to my schedule when I first discovered the room. There was something special about this place. Answer me truthfully. What is this room for?
Don't drag me into this.
I found a secret room, and when I work in there, I'm able to do anything.
A secret room?
It's just that most people aren't able to see it.
Were you on drugs?
What are you doing? What are you doing when you stand like that?
What are you talking about?
Do you have any idea what that's about?
It's very strange.
I say, fire him.
If he's allowed to stand there like that, then I should be allowed to practice Reiki in the break area.
There is no room, Orson.
Didn't I tell you it was pointless to try and conduct psychological warfare against me? You have secrets hidden in there that for whatever reason you don't want me to see.
But he's mental. Anyone can see that.
I did try to warn you. I must insist that you stop going to it.
You're different from the other people here. I can tell. Orson?
Want to tell me how far in advance all of this got worked out? Was I even one of the original intended victims?
What exactly is it that you want?
I just want to do my job. I don't care about you. You're a number in a column on a spreadsheet. I could view the world as something ominous, looming. Or I could choose to see the light. I chose to see the light.
Okay.
So before you turn on the trailer, you said, I'm not exactly sure what this is about. And now I just spent 3 minutes watching it, and I still have no idea at all what the hell this is about. I'm still like,
Don Draper completely lost his marbles is what happened.
Yeah.
This is what happened after Mad Men ended. No,
sequel to it.
No, I kind of like trailers. Like I was saying, I think last week we kind of need more trailers that don't show you exactly what's going on and leaves a little bit of mystery. And color me intrigued. It looks really weird and trippy, and I like the occasional weird and trippy movie where I have no idea what's going on. When I first saw Secret Room, like I instantly thought Being John Malkovich. That's where my mind went.
Mm-hmm.
But even some of the cinematography kind of reminds me of Being John Malkovich, or kind of like Spike Jonze. But I'm kind of curious to check this out. I have no idea what's going on, and I like that I have no idea what's going on. So that's kind of my point of attraction for this.
Mm-hmm.
I like the occasional kind of artsy,
He seems obsessive compulsive.
Yeah.
Like he has OCD, and does that drive him mad? Possibly. Or is there really a secret room there, or is he just literally doing that just in the middle of a hallway? I'll watch just because I want to know that answer. Or is it in his mind? Because inside that office, there's a secretary. There's all this stuff. So why would you ever come out?
Right? What is it? So it's on digital and demand August 4th. So it's not even hitting theaters.
Yeah,
I'll watch it.
Okay.
Yeah,
and
I'm gonna give it a look.
I looked it up really quick. So I guess it was one of those festival movies that I think it said in the trailer.
Yeah.
There's 6 reviews on it on Rotten Tomatoes. Yeah, that's right, Tribeca. 6 reviews on it on Rotten Tomatoes. That's 17%. Out of 6 to critics.
So critics are like, huh?
Yeah, I think so. I think so. Yeah. So I don't know. I mean, I might check it out, but I mean, the stuff I'm seeing, like people are like, "Oh, corner office trailer. John Hamm stars in an Office Space like workplace comedy." That didn't look
That is nothing like Office
funny at all.
Space.
That didn't look comedic.
No, it didn't look
Looks very
comedic.
Psychological drama.
Yeah, but it's being called a workplace comedy. Like, okay,
Maybe I lost the definition of comedy, guys. I don't know. Maybe we're all wrong. Maybe it's a dark comedy, very, very dark.
maybe. Yeah, very dark. I don't know. It looks interesting. If it's on digital and streaming, I'll probably check it out. But yeah, I don't know if I would run to the theater to watch it.
You know, I'll watch it in my own, my own little basement. You know, I'm sitting there like watching all the other stuff. Then why not? I'll watch it though. The dark comedy and see how it works. I like being John Malkovich, so like something in that same ilk. So why not?
Yeah. So yeah, Brandon Davis said that looks good. Has American Psycho vibes. Kind of a little bit like yeah. I don't know. So the way he was like talking, and it's like almost a fake personality to throw off other people. I see something like that, but I think it's gonna be a lot less murderous. So it's going to get slapped on that. Looks good. We'll see. So it had an initial release at the fest, so we'll see once it comes out. I don't know.
So
part of me is like,
and what we're the consensus right now is I don't know. That's what we guys.
When we watch this, and I'm like, damn, we should have watched that other trailer.
No, you don't want to watch the other trailer either. I'm sitting watching. I was like, what the hell? So,
it looks interesting. Like I said, interesting enough where I'm like, I kind of want to see what's going on. I was kind of hoping for something more like Severance, because I feel like that's a dark comedy, kind of show, that does like office weird stuff well, and that's what I was kind of expecting. I'm like, oh, are they gonna do something like crazy like Severance? And I feel like they're trying to, but I don't know if it's gonna hit or not.
Yeah.
So it depends on how this movie seems like. It all depends on the ending. The ending will say if this is a good movie or a bad movie. That's what I feel like. I don't know.
Yeah, kind of like where are they going with it?
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. If it winds up being something stupid, then But if it's they nail the ending, it could like okay, that's good. But I don't know. Last couple comments. Horgy said, it could not connect with festival crowd. It's a bad sign that seems like the crowd for it. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, if it doesn't connect with a festival crowd, then why would you release it to the regular people, to normies?
Yeah, stuff like Avengers and comic book movies are not for like festival crowds, and it's not artsy enough. This seems like there's hidden messages, and you see that.
And hopefully you like it. If you don't, then it's going to fall flat on its face.
It's some weird stuff like
Vivarium.
I don't think I've seen that.
Vivarium was so weird.
Was it?
It's with Jesse Eisenberg.
Oh yeah.
It's basically a 2-hour, it's basically a 2-hour Black Mirror episode.
Oh, nice.
Kind of like this looks kind of synonymous with Black Mirror, actually.
Yeah, I can see that too. But all right, at Corner Office, we'll check it out when it comes out in about a month or so. Let's see. Anything else, guys?
Nope. Can't wait to hear what people say.
Well. So, cool. So leave a comment down below. Let us know what you thought about Corner Office with John Hamm. That I gotta admit though, that mustache is pretty on point. That was a good mustache. So I'll give it points there. But leave a comment. Exactly. But leave a comment. Let us know what you think about this movie. Are you gonna check it out or not? But if you're watching live, stick around. We're gonna finish things up. If you're watching our replay, appreciate you guys. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that like button. Share any of our videos if you like some of them. And join us live every Monday and Thursday. And you too could be part of the show and our reactions and reviews. But appreciate everyone. We are gonna move on to our last topic for the night. I got no more topics.
Me either. I'm emotionally and mentally done.
Oh, big time. I came home and I could barely
I just want to
stay awake.
go to bed.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Oh man. But appreciate everyone hanging out with us in chat. I think okay, I did. So we recently, like today, got approved for the YouTube program. So we are now accepting like super chats and all that good stuff. So I think it was there. Yeah, show your support. So you don't have to, but if you want to, we appreciate it. But
yeah,
awesome. Yeah. So big things in the next couple months once we hit 1,000. We're gonna have some fun. I think we have a nice big video.
I can't
live
wait.
show.
That'll be
Live show
fun.
for that. Yeah.
And have everyone come on. We have a big party. Celebrate good times. Come on. Have balloons and give confetti. Gotta write that off.
Confetti.
Save the receipts.
Yeah. But all right. I am brain dead at this point, man.
Yep.
Yeah.
So just say, Brandon, thank you. Orgy, thank you. L, always love you coming in.
Cleves.
We only had Cleves and Derpy and
Big 40 Entertainment. Anzo came in.
Anzo.
Yeah, Tony, Zach.
Hey, I'll probably be on Anzo again on Sunday.
On Sunday.
Yeah.
Hopefully, I'll be able to join.
I'm like, the guy I've been talking about, Tank Kramer, that's him this time. He's actually came.
Yeah. I gotta watch you guys' video from that past Sunday because I couldn't really watch it live because I had to save my battery.
Yeah.
And then yeah, I'll check you guys. I watched that replay. But yeah, Zach, Derpy, Kevin Davis coming back, Travis, Preston. Thank you. Of course, View Drew. It's about everybody. Appreciate all you guys. But that is it for tonight. We will see you back on Monday. We're gonna review Joyride.
Joyride.
Yeah, I'm super excited. It's already the highest rated comedy of the year on Rotten Tomatoes. So
I can't wait to see how much money it makes.
There's a very specific reason I'm laughing. Whenever I hear the title Joyride.
Hey. You're winning. Candy, yeah.
Oh my god! All right, let's get out of here.
We out, guys.
Good night.
Don't forget to like and subscribe. We out here.